Welcome to Monday evening, and you're all very welcome back. You'll never guess what I've done. Something terrible stupid. So, when I finished earlier, right, I only went and bashed my head into the whole camera setup paraphernalia that we have here in front of us, right? This gadget, look. So my head went that way, like straight, goosh, right? I gave it a proper old doing anyway, and the whole thing, right, the whole thing was, the whole load made a terrible mess. So I've been spending the last couple of minutes trying to fix things. It hurt my head as well, bashed it, but it's just grand, right? I tend to kind of synchronise the measurements with the number of fingers I can see, like I'm playing the... You don't want to know how I do these things, right? I actually have a tape of measure. I'm not doing it now, I did it earlier. But anyway, that's what I've done. Very highly productive afternoon. What else did I do? No, that was it. Everything else was relatively calm, right? That was just goosh. Now, you can imagine the words that were invented to, you know, react to such an event that could happen to oneself. Right? Even the neighbour said, Jesus, you all right? Thanks. Right? They live up there. They heard it. They heard the... Anyway, you're all very welcome back, friends. Tonight, we conclude our mini-series, the G-111 Grand Tour. Yes, we're here in Greece and we're going to ramble down to the beautiful island of Crete. Before we get there, we shall depart Kefalonia and we travel to Zakynthos. We go to Kalamata, Kythera, I think it's called, Kythera rather, the island. Then it's over to Chenia on Crete and finally over to Heraklion, or Heraklion. I don't know how you pronounce it. Let's go with Heraklion and or Heraklion. Lion, right, and that's our journey for this evening. Beautiful live weather, and I don't know who it is yet, but just before we went live, I had a bit of a giggle to myself, lads, because another G111, you can't see it, you should be able to look, see, I told you I shagged it. I'm not moving it now, it's shagged. You'll see it, he disappeared. His tail number said Jesus. It just kind of backed in, beep, beep, Jesus, brilliant. Anyway, all exciting times. You can't see my hands up here, look. Is that normal? How I know this? Jesus. You can't see it, but I have a little red mark on the curtain here beside me, or behind me, right? There's a red mark on the curtain. So if I do this, you'll see the red gadget. Look, do you see the red gadget up there? Look, that's how I measure my measurements. But I think we need to be over here a little bit. That's slightly better. But now we're crooked. Ah, Jesus! See what I mean? Do you see what I mean? We're not getting into it, right? Stop shaking the camera, Murphy. You're upsetting the viewers. Right, anyway, our last spin here in the G111. This has been a lot of fun. Can't see my hands anyway, they're too small. Shag off! This has been a really nice run. I mean, look at, we started this 4 weeks ago. Friday night, because of the previous Monday, it was all... You know, but tonight we get to conclude this trip. And I gotta say, I've really been enjoying this airplane. Funny crashed it 4 times, which is that's an improvement. It's an improvement and a solid, improvement. But anyway, we're going to be flying this tonight. We're on the Southeast Asian server. And we're also going to be using JoinFS, and we have Say Intentions Skynet running up in the background as well. So your simulator of choice, if you'd like to fly along, 2020, X-Plane, whatever, P2E even, if you're using JoinFS. But I don't know, I'm a too low in my seat now, look, it's shagged. That's probably too far down, look. Although, let's go with that now. Yeah, we'll go with that. That's about right, isn't it? Yeah, Murph, well done, you fixed it. You've clipped the top of your hair, but that's quite okay. You only insulted anyway. Right? Now, it is kind of warm in here. I'm not going to lie, lads. Right? You know, what does this button do? Ah, Jesus. Flight plan. Who needs a flight plan? It's on the way. It's on the way. Rock of Cashel. Wait, who? Just past the cockpit of Cashel. Wait, what? Just past the cockpit of Cashel. About to land in the field of Tipperary. Oh, just past the Rock of Cashel. Nice. How was your day, lads? This is Flight Sim Expo week. That's right, friends. In a little under... How many hours? 36 hours? Oh, yes. Wait, is that right? 8 o'clock in the morning? No. In 40 hours... Yes, that's better. In 40 hours, we're on our way, man. We're on our way. Brilliant. I mean, the exciting things now, you know. I've nothing packed yet. I'm going to do all my packing tomorrow. Lastminute.com. And, you know, Gibbo asked me to pack some things for him. Right? You know, eyeline, curler, eyebrow gadget, that kind of stuff, you know. And, right, I'll forget something. And I'm still debating. Do I bring trousers? Right, I mean, jeans and boots, or do I just go with shorts? It's hard to call. I'm a man of shorts. I'm a man of leisure, you know, so I don't know what to be doing. Frustrating day trying to fix me reinstalled sim. What's new? Telling you now, the sim is... I was watching Q8 when he had a CTD on final. There's nothing worse. Nothing worse. But what can you do? It's all part of the territory, friends, that we force ourselves into. You know, so every day or every time we want to go flying, we have to deal with these things. But I have a good solution. Yes, instead of getting angry or thick or upset, don't. Brilliant, we'll say. Oh, fantastic news. You'll never guess what happened to me today. I keep saying it until you'll eventually start crying on the inside. Right, it'll be grand. But anyway, look, who's here? Baron Von Shoot is here. Good to see you, my guy. CP65, happy Monday. Fierce Wolf is here, looking fierce. And Wolfie. Pause for effect. Dramatic effect. Ooh. Vacuum is here. Malky Mac, welcome back. Jesus. Malky Mac, welcome back. That was brilliant. Someone write that down quick. Fiber Strike is here, welcome in. Max Stallion, good evening. Lead Ballooner is here. The Impossible Face, hello. Good to see you, man. Wingman 21, good to see you. Creo's here. Spitfire RF 100. Welcome back, my guy. Super Ty is lurking away. Good to see you, man. I'll be along in a bit. The tea is almost ready. What are you having for tea? Retriever Neil is here. Happy Monday. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Murph is off to Expo in 48 hours. Not that he's mentioned it occasionally. Did I tell you that we're going to flights? We're going to America! Right? What? Who allowed that? CTD, crying till dead. I like that. Yeah, that's the spirit. That ended abruptly. That's like I'm lost in the shopping centre music. Was it on that aisle? I don't remember seeing those. Did you ever get lost in the shopping centre? I did. Where's this now? Yeah, we're going to Expo. It's brilliant. Did I mention that? No. Where are we at now? Good afternoon from a warm 90 plus in Baston, says Hermit something. Welcome in. Proby Pete is here. Good day, Fireflies from Arizona. Hello from Tipperary. Jesus. Hello from Tipperary. Right, brilliant. There's all been buttons. Jack M, welcome aboard. Schutz is here. DCS Ducks, welcome in. Psy 120, happy Monday. Model matching is working well. Yes, yeah, no, it's not. Shuffle Shoes, shuffles in. AJH John, hope you're well. Olsen is here, good to see you. Sun Jammer, welcome back. Stick Figures here. Nighthawk, 1867. Afternoon, everyone. Living in a very hot and humid Ontario. Cheers, good man yourself. Ozymandias, good evening. Hope you're well. Wicked Lumberjacks, 40 streams in a row. Happy Monday to all. It's a good day for some flight simming because it is currently 99 degrees outside. And I'm straight up not having a good time. Your new pilot name, Wicked Lumberjacks, is Peter Pansles. It's French. Pantsless. 98 Vulcan, good to see you. We're back so soon, I thought I just went to bed. Not at all. Oh, it's cool, 12.5 degrees with you. Nice. Martin K, good to see you, buddy. I'm hearing the Black Beauty theme. Really? At least I brought the starter card today. Good man, Kozaki, great news. Idle Cutoff. Evening, Murph. Cambridge calling. Hello from Tipperary. You're looking well. Blinky, welcome aboard. Dougal McTavish, the chairman. Oh, yeah, and hi, Murph. Evening, lovely people. Oh, yeah, and hi, Murph. Right, I mean, how are you? Brilliant. 777 is here, 90 streams in a row. Thank you very, very much indeed, my guy. Light Bison is here, welcome in. Where are we at now? Here we go again, a damaged head. Yeah, hope the camera's okay. His least vulnerable spot. Fornax, thank you very much indeed. 34 months, what a legend. Prime subscription, really appreciate it, bud. Muse Fan is here, bursts in the door with a packing list. Size 11 socks, black, ×2, check. Black t-shirt, size medium, buy 2, check. 1 pair of underpants, check. Muse, you're packed. Right, brilliant. Mammy says I haven't got an underpants. What do you mean you haven't got an underpants? Right, brilliant. Hope you're well, Muse. Who's there now? Jesus. Crafty Tigers, pints to you. Piku is here, good to see you. We can't normally see your hands. Yeah, see, I got my slagging in before you got your slagging in. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's. Have you a camera in my house? Expo, baby. All right. Winkle Gassler is here. Tier 1 for 20 months. Jesus, he says. 20 months. Thank you very, very much indeed. Winkle Gassler. Insane support. Eamon is here saying I've booked up a converted barn to stay with at my family near Duxford for the meetup. Then planning on getting a train down to London for a few drinks with the lads. Eamon, that sounds like a quality plan. Yes. A converted barn. Jesus, that sounds fantastic. Where are we starting from? We're on the ground here at Lima. Good question. Where is it actually? Lima Golf Kilo Foxtrot. Right? I didn't have to look it up at all. Right, over here, look. Flight plan. Yeah, I don't know what's happening. It's there somewhere. Retro Prop is here. Good to see you. Gonna have to buy this plane, but for now, it's the Goose. Goose is a good plane, man. You must be using scooter suspension as you've got wonky camera if Skoda made the camera equipment. Yeah, I have a very unique setup for this camera. I'll show you. Oh, you can't really see it there. Basically, just like an up arm. Well, you might see it back here, look. There's an up arm, and then the camera goes out on a side arm, and then it just kind of sits there hanging in gravity. You see? You know. The technology now. You're looking at a guy who once used a pair of brown bootlaces to hang a picture. Right? But it works. Cammy Niner, good to see you. Frustrating day, absolutely. Retriever Neil, she told he... Oh, wait. See, told he hardly ever mentioned it. Exactly. I hear there's going to be an interesting meetup on Friday night. Every night. Carefully don't debate too much. You'll go blind. Don't forget the raincoat. Right. No pants, no problems. Yes. Iron Man is here. Bring some each. We got a heat wave going on in the US right now. Ooh. Gibbo's here. Murph, I've more rockets for you. Promise they won't be scattered in your luggage. Now listen. Right. I found more of them upstairs. I thought I got rid of them all. No. Into the sock drawer they were found. Oh, that just won't happen. Do not do that. Don't do that. If you do, I will get revenge. Yes, revenge. No, revenge. Yeah, it's even worse. Yeah. Good to see you though, Gibbo. Do you know what I mean? We're that close. Well, that close. Prepare, for entertainment and adventure and fun and danger. All at the same time. Can't wait. It's going to be brilliant. Tail Rotor's here. Shorts for sure. I was thinking that. Adam Controls, 15 streams in a row. Jesus, he says. 15 in a row is a new accomplishment in this new full-time era. Indeed, it is. Good on yourself, Adam. Thank you very much. You should drop in there and say hello, says Dougal. I will. Every day. I don't. It's weird, right? When there's other streamers on, Twitch is different because, we're always on Twitch. But when you go into YouTube, it feels like I'm kind of putting folks under a bit of pressure to say hi. You know what I mean? And do you know what I mean? And then they'll give you a shout out, and I don't want to be that guy. You know what I mean? But I watch I'm always watching Q8's content. He's an amazing content creator. Amazing. Where's this now? Out might rain, so yeah, pants. Oh, it might rain. I don't know. What's your flight number so we can see a board on ADSB? Oh, I'll let you know the crack tarnish. Yeah. I'll update that tomorrow. I can't check in until tomorrow, Gibbo's in the back. I'm up the front. Right? Brilliant. Where's this now? Bring in the assless chaps. No, Jesus, no then. Bell Bro is here. Good to see you, Bell Bro. Can you not get a pair of those trousers with the zip out legs and then turn them into shorts? I probably could, I suppose. I never thought of that. Gaseous Maximus, Crocs go with any bottoms. Sometimes they go with no bottoms. Great, right? Brilliant. Pyrotech is here. Good to see you. JW Deadman, welcome in. Chris Van Halen, welcome aboard, man. Defiant Prawn is here. Evening. Hope you're well. He has a pair with Velcro all down the sides. Do you remember Party Boy? I used to have a pair of those. The Adidas Tearaways. Then I wore them to school one day. And the lads kind of said, right, that's the end of them, Murphy. I never wore them since. But anyway, I would just like my PC to boot up correctly after the 24H2 update. Jesus, Toto. The 24H2 update, so that's Windows causing you issues. Did you update your BIOS? Toto, what's your CPU? We need to find out. Those CTDs and final upset her stats. Oh, they're disaster. I've never heard of that. I've obviously never heard of that place before. Or heard that before, says Malky. Yeah, obviously never heard of that before, Malky. Brilliant. Montana Dude is here, good to see you. Iowa Scotsman, welcome in. Happy Monday, dude. Airwolf, good to see you. Flying Trades, have a good time in the US. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Pyrotech says, crap, close the borders. Murphy's trying to get in. Yeah, hang on a second. They'll roll out the red carpet for me, so they will. See that fella Murphy? Yeah, he's all right. That's what they'll say, you know, in me head. Meanwhile, you hear a rubber glove, you know. Oh, gee. Well, whatever you know the sound, right? Anyway, Dazza T Arab. Jesus, good to see you, Dazza. Jesus, he's still on mid TV. Right, Captain Cocktail then 10 months at tier 1. Thank you very, very much indeed. Good to see you, man. Dazzy, yeah, it's all over the telly, all over. Lenny Bobbins is here. Lenny, 5 months. Hello there. Thank you very, very much indeed, Lenny. Hope you're well. Energizer's here. He says, evening, Murph. Did you end up having to sleep on the couch on Friday? No, I didn't. But you know, it was very close. I had to do all sorts of groveling and cranking up the charm, you know. Did you hear that? To crank up the charm. And, well, it went very well. Yeah, you know, I mean, it usually does go very well. That's the wrong button, but let's go with it. You know? There have been things that I've said that may have caused offence or upset to some people. Me and... It can only be me. I would just like to say one thing to those folks. Yeah, baby. Right, but like, you know, sometimes you upset people, but sure, listen. Words don't hurt. Well, but the kind of... right. I was going to go all... Hang on. Now you're talking. Oh, yeah. Right, this is... Well, Friday night. You have to get this done right now, you know. You know what I mean? Doing that shoulder number. You know what I'm saying? Then you turn it all loosey, man. And then you're told, just shut up and get into the bed and don't do it again. Yes, dear. Right, that's right. That's pretty much what happened. But anyway, Hangar Studios, good to see you, man. See you next Friday at the Expo. Yes. You missed me gag earlier. I asked Murph if the Flight Adventure ladies were at Expo again. Would he play it cool or do you remember me card? Exclamation babes, 'tis yourselves. No, shut up, will you? They're famous now because of him. That's what I said. Don't you know who I am? Right? They'd be all like, you know, where's your man who interviewed us last year? And I'd be all like, yeah, right. Expo, bat, absolutely. Have your camera in me house, right? Where are we at now? You have to wear an underpants. I thought you had to take 2 pairs of underpants in case you lose one. Yeah, that can work. Yeah. Irish Jet Red, good to see you. It kind of rolls off the tongue now. Brilliant. I'm in a glass case of emotion. Right? Ron Burgundy comes to mind for some reason. I'm kind of a big deal. It's a big 10-4, good buddy. I want to be friend. And just like that, the wind has been taken out of my sails. Sunjammer, the 2 black medium t-shirts is Murph's code for 4XL. Extra medium, yes. Where is this now? He's also hoping to upgrade the Fiat Panda to a Corvette. Yes, that will happen. Yes. What are you flying today? Charlie asks. We're in the Grumman, the G-111, based on the Albatross, updated and upgraded to be a flying luxurious yacht. Lovely. Very, very nice. Right, Mr. Chippy, good to see you. Murph's on the TV more than Alan Carr these days. Wait, what? That's Muse's song. Evening, says Augie. Do you know if playing ETS2 through the GeForce Now app on my G4 OLED TV will be in 4K? Or would I still have to buy an NVIDIA Shield to play it in 4K? Augie, I couldn't tell you. It's a good question. If anyone might help, I've no idea. I'm trying to eat here. Put your shoulders away. Are you having an episode? Wait, what? You know the number. You've all done it. Don't say you haven't. That and the moonwalk whilst walking like an Egyptian. You've all done it. Don't tell me you haven't. Phantom Diablo is here for 6 months with Prime. Thank you very, very much indeed. Cheers, buddy. Petrolhead is here. Good to see you. Route not found. If he says Google me in Providence, don't. Wait, what? Who? Don't. Oh, yeah. Jesus, yeah. I'm very important. Just Google me there. What's your name? I don't know. Right, anyway, who's here? Mrs. TPHI, welcome in. Maple Leaf is here. Dave Cleary, legend Dave. Welcome back, Dave, from Cambridge. Black Sheep Gene, good day to you, Gene. Hope all is well. How are you, Bat? Good to see you. Mutt Dog is here. Jim Messenger, welcome aboard. Uniform Goose, g'day, Goose. Hope you're well. Northland there, good to see you. Leonardo da Vinci, welcome in. Who's this now? Parker is in the house. Right, beastly hot right now. The weather or me? Sir William, good to see you. Steve Claxton is here. How well now? Yeah, that's the word. Good to see you. It's nice. Bat says, Expo, can't wait to meet you. I'll be with the Symphonatic crew because Mabel, Johnny Mon and I are crew members. Nice. Yeah, I was chatting to Symphonatic during the week. I'm looking forward to it now. It'll be good L crack. Angels 15 is here. El Bapino. Hello from France. Bonsoir. Bonsoir. Good to see you. Kieran Niall is here. How are you, Kieran? Happy Monday to you, man. Hope you're well. Where is this now? Oh, I'm not bashing me knee. Who are you anyway? No one's even heard of you. Shagger. Right, hang on. I have pictures to prove the opposite. Hang on. Oh, yeah. Every stream, without fail. And I didn't do what Naughty... I'm not bashing me head. I didn't do what Naughty told me to do earlier on. I need a hard hat in this place and a high-vis vest. Yeah, turn off, you stupid thing. There, turned off. Brilliant. Technology never fails. Right, quick, come over here, look. Right, now. What? That James Spader in the back. Who? Now, right.
Dreamy, sleepy, nighty, snoozy, snooze.
Who turned off me lights? Adam Controls. Just give us a second. Flight plan in the channel on Discord, folks. Thanks, Muse. I forgot it. Flight plan in the flight plan channel. I'm not a pheasant plucker. I'm a pheasant plucker's son. Right, now, where are we at? We're over here. Murph has to check in the mallet in the main luggage. Have you anything to declare? My ginormous mallet head. Yes. And you need steel toe shoes because you keep bashing them. Yeah, disaster, right? Disaster. Have you asked for permission to travel to the United States yet from the wife? Yes. All is well, Eamon. Turn on Murphy's mood lighting. There's commands for that stuff. But anyway, here we are with our glorious Grumman G-111, formerly that of the Albatross. And this is what I nearly fell over earlier on, look. Right? The tail number, absolutely brilliant. Fantastic. Anyway, right, let's get ourselves situated. I haven't done anything with Navigraph because I thought, do you know what, Murph? We'll show everyone together how it all might work, right? I was getting 150 frames there a second ago. We're getting 100 now, it'll do. Anyway, stop looking at the frames. Get your own. Right, let's have a look. Unload, and we'll put a new one, right? New flight, yes. We're going to copy. And we're going to paste. And we delete all the diddery. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Look at this big eaters.
Shut up. This is our flight plan this evening, folks. Folks. I said folks, not flokes. This is our flight plan. And this is going to be absolutely gorgeous, right? As we leave Kefalonia, we're going to ramble down here to Zakynthos, or Zakynthos. Anyway, lovely island. Then we'll ramble in this way to Kalamata, right? From there, we head further south over to Kathira, the little island. Then it's down to the island of Crete, right? You missed your flow. Me flow. Thank you, Murph. I'm glad you appreciate my hotel number. Oh, good man, Wicked Lumberjacks. Brilliant. This is going to be a beautiful, beautiful flight. We're VF4, and our altitude on this one is going to be, well, we're going to go low and only have to climb when we see, big mountains that we can't get over. the likes of Frachonius and other names, right? But anyway, that is our route, exclamation point route. We're going to follow this as best we can. Water landings here as well, lads, and we'll see how we get on. So we'll put you back there. Hide that. Yes. Now we're using live weather, so let's get a bit of weather from here. So runway 32 for departure. Behind us, that's runway 32, all right? And that's where we're going to take off from, all right? Yeah, I do miss flow. You'd really miss flow, wouldn't you? But anyway, this is our chariot. I've been really enjoying flying in this airplane, lads. The G-111, it's an absolute masterpiece. A default aircraft in the sim. I think it comes with the premium edition, I think. And we are aware there's going to be updates coming to this thing soon, all right? So, yeah. This journey started, as I said, about 4 weeks ago. And we're flying from the Adriatic down to the Mediterranean. Man, look at that for a view. Look at all of this. We have EI Muse and NGov and Jesus, all the tail numbers. You'll love it. G-Host. Creo. That's awesome. I love we can do this. November 262604. TF Good. Golf. Jeb. Oscar Yankee 68MO. Old veteran is here. Good to see you, Scott. Loving it. Absolutely loving it. I love the fact now that we can check out some of the tail numbers. Isn't it class? I've gone with the old conventional Echo India Tanka Mike. So anyway, let us jump into the cockpit. Time of day settings, lads, if you're interested. I have it set to 15:55. 15:55, that is the time of day, and we're on live weather. 2 days and a wake up. Scott cannot wait. Cannot wait. Right, let me see what we're doing here. We shall open the window. We're going to bring our stuff open. Close all the doors. Lovely. And put you back. Put you back. Go. Now for the aircraft, we're going to top up on some fuel. Let's have a look here now. So fuel 50%, top it up to 80%. Lovely. Load the aircraft. All right, all right. Yeah, frame rates are a little bit kind of messy here, but we'll see how we get on, right? So let me see. Prop's going to go full. Throttle's okay. Mixture full rich. Up you go. And what else you want to do here now? So we're going to put our fuel tanks to on. There we go. Ignition is in. Mags can come on. Yes. RPM. That's all grand. That's all grand. That's all grand. Come on down here to our master battery. Battery on. Nav beacon lights are on. Inverter is on. That'll do. And we'll go, let me see, we're going to go for a bit of prime on the right side before we blast this one off. Quick check everything's okay. Looks okay. So we'll go for the primer. Retro Prop, thank you very much indeed. Twitch Prime, man. Cheers, buddy. Thank you very, very much indeed. Now, I'm not hearing any sounds. Did I forget something? Okay, now I can hear sounds now. Okay, and let's open the throttle. Let's fire up the right side. Spin edge. She didn't like that one bit. What did we forget here now? Mags are on. Oh, boosters. Are they the wrong way around again? Every time, lads. Every time. We'll try it again. There's life. Spin edge. All sorts of smoke and stuff coming out. Very, very Greta friendly, of course. Alright, let's go start on the right side. Generators. Right side on. Power coming in with our Jennies. Looking good. Kieran Niall, thank you very much indeed for the super chat. Absolute gentleman. Thank you very, very much indeed. Join FS. Activate. Right, now we're going to go for the left side. Start with the prime. Looking good. And we'll give it a blast. Starter engaged. RPM rising. That's a good sound. We can see the smoke coming off the old underside, so that's good. Generators on both sides. One up here. That looks good, that looks good. Avionics on. Beautiful. Sounds, they need to do the sounds badly. But they said they will, so we hope they will. Right, what else we need to do? Disappear the yoke here for a minute. And let's make sure we're looking good. All this is grand. Hydraulic pressure is okay. We'll fix that. Inverter off and on cycle. Cowl flaps we're going to open. You're confused. Where can you have this plane? It's in the marketplace, I think, isn't it? Stevie B is here. Good to see you, Stevie. We got our cowl flaps open here as well. Up the ticket. Carburetor, don't worry about it. Oil dilution, don't worry about it. Gens are indeed on. Quick check. Left gen, battery. Bus is fully powered. Them gens now. Reset on. Yeah, there's very little lamps being ran through them. That's interesting. More will happen when we start putting additional lights on. Extend the lights. Extend the lights. It's in the marketplace. I've got it on your wish list. Can you just buy it in the marketplace? I think you can. I think you can. All right. There's a Dornier right in front of us. All right. So let's start. Let's see, can we put in our flight plan? I think we can. Let's go back here to Navigraph. This should now be able to go in. So let's see here now. Loading Navigraph. You got the C700 separately. Oh, nice. Okay, unload that flight for a minute. Here's the most recent. Lovely. Export. Import. There, she... It doesn't seem to be going the full shebang, does it? LGKF, that's not right. Unload. There she is. LGIR. Not our stop for tonight? Yes. Wrong one, Murphy, you big idiot. Now you're sucking diesel. Right, get in there and export. Up you devil you. Yes, now we're laughing. Look. Looking forward to seeing all the hardware at Expo. Yeah, 100%. Mo's are making a big announcement. Yeah, you can if you don't have deluxe version. Yeah, sweet. I'd recommend it. Whatever price was, it 10 or 15 bucks. I would recommend this airplane, lads. It's just good. It needs updates in terms of the sounds, and that's one thing the developer wasn't directly involved with, but it's very good. All right, onto our main display here. Let us go to course deviation indicator. We're going to stick that onto GPS. We'll set an initial altitude for 3,500. Up the hill you go. Autopilot, flight director, let's be having you. That's looking grand. And our landing lights are already on. Flaps. Every time, every single time. Yes, just this is what we do before we go. We like to start up all the plane. How did I almost make this mistake again? Like, how did we do it? Yoink! Right. Now we're okay. So, park and brake off. Listen, you think I have problems? Noel K is sitting out through his windscreen. Oh no, he's standing behind it actually. That's not too bad. Alright, bit of power. Edge or forward. At least we weren't halfway down the runway, right? Jesus, it's tight in here. Fierce tight in here, lads. What a great selection of aircraft we have. Absolutely beautiful. Got a Goshawk over there as well, look. Nice. Or in the car park. Yeah, or in the car park. That'll do the damage as well. Oh, we got a Tomahawk with us. Who's on that? Simon. Beautiful plane, Simon. Alrighty. Easy now. We taxi on out to the active. Easy. Man alive, look at this weather. Now for this one, I don't want to fly incredibly high. I want to go nice and low here, right? Albatross. Beautiful. November 1952. Easy now. Onto the runway as we back track. Alright. Are my screens ridiculously dark? I saw a few comments on YouTube about that. Easy now. Yes, they're ridiculously dark. Okay, fear not, friends. We'll fix it. Jesus, there's planes all over the shop. That's kind of the ticket right there, right? So it's this guy. Right, so he's dark, so I need to brighten that up a bit. Exposure, tint, contrast, brightness. That's two, right? We'll go up there a bit. There a bit. Right? Vibrance, no, that's all okay. So it's the it's like the contrast, isn't it? Right, I think that's a little bit better, lads, isn't it? I think that's a little bit better. It's a little bit better. We'll go with that, right? We'll go with that. This is like some sort of a military mission here. Look at all the freaking planes, look! The only thing is now, it looks terribly blown out on my monitor. Right, lads, if you want to start taking off there now. Oh wait, now this is all sorts of other stuff. Wait, now that's the TTM one. Let's go back into Seal Sky and load this, will we?
It's a big 10-4, good buddy.
Wait for it. Control Alt OEM 8. Patrick Doyle, thank you very much indeed. Cheers, man. Right, that'll do us. I'd like to say everyone to take off, but like, there's a terrible queue here. Did you ever see as many G-111s or Albatross in your life, ever? Bloody hell, we've some amount of aircraft. Madness. Right, we can't be that particularly. Don't mind the fact that there's airplanes above us. It's totally oh, hang on. We need that booster on. Yes. One Fly Air. Good to see you, buddy. Albatross. Right, do we remember our trick from last Friday? Always sync your heading to your runway heading. Yeah? Lovely. Alright, friends. It's time to fly. Are we ready? Power coming in. 45. Takeoff power set. Our speed very much alive. Let's see what happens. 9 knots straight down the why do planes float in multiplayer? It depends on the scenery. This is a custom scenery, so if they don't have it, there's always a difference of a couple of meters in the airport elevation. 100. Upsy daisy. There she goes. Oh, is it ready to climb? Gear up. Now remember, keep her low. Flaps in. The odometer. Bit of trimmage. Alright. Ease the power back. This is very pretty. This is immensely pretty, look. Jesus. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful looking, isn't it? Now granted, we are going entirely the wrong way, but we're grand for a minute, right? So lads, what we'll do, if you're on the Xbox, press 1, PC Pilots, press 2, if you're on JoinFS or Skynet, press 3, my gadget's broken, oh no it's not, it is working, and for everyone else, will you press number 4? Hello Fireflies, welcome to the Flying Circus. We live stream every single day, man. Yeah baby! That weather is only gorgeous. Delivery is only absolutely gorgeous. Now let me see. 98 Vulcan and a CTD. I don't believe you. Turner says Twitch keeps freezing. Is it freezing for anyone else? Because I've nothing on my screens to say I've broken anything. You know. 26 on PC, 5 on console, 6 on Skynet. Come on yourself. Might be the Twitch servers. Yeah, maybe Tarnish. Right, let's see now. Altitude hold. Heading to heading. Autopilot on. Heading mode. Right. Activate nav mode. So we're on GPS and we're going to hold... I want to hold our current altitude. 1440. There we go. Alright, let's see what happens here. No freezes, working okay. Maybe try a different browser, Tarnish. Maybe try a different browser, just in case. See if that works, right? So we're heading out over the sea here. I have to say, some of the scenery on this, lads, hasn't it been absolutely freaking gorgeous? Hasn't it? It's been absolutely stunning. What have we got over here now, look? Elliot, good to see you. Trying to keep up with the bot. Me favourite YouTube streamers at the same time. Oh no! Jesus. Okay, speed is looking good. Flaps are already in. Plane is just flying along, lads. So we head out over the sea. Man, look at that scenery over there, look. Jesus. There's Pilot 25 DMC. Okay, here, Murph is AI these days, so it could be science, right? There's DCS Ducks, Jersey Devil. 1,400 feet is probably enough for what we need. The noise of some of those jets. Now that does look pretty. We're just cruising now, friends. Just cruising now. It's a cool looking plane, isn't it? There's Angels 1-5. Fierce Wolf. Jesus, look at the height of the mountain there, look. Could you imagine being out here? I need to visit Greece. There's Grimmy McGinn over there. Flyby sound is awesome, isn't it? Was it the F-18, I think? Sounds like Echo 19 stuff. The man's a genius. Saying that Murph and intelligence shouldn't be within the same sentence. Or saying that Murph and intelligence, yeah, danger. Yeah, it's fantastic scenery here, isn't it? There's car DTM just overhead. Alright. It's very nice. I've gone over to YouTube and it's great on that. Alright, Tarnish. You gotta friggin' love it, man. When it works, it works. Isn't it mad looking? Flyby. Savage. All right. So we're trying to hang around about 1,400 feet. PC-21 Air Force Mexican. All right, so we're going to go... We're stopping at Zakynthos. Or Zakynthos, can't pronounce it. So I reckon we'll just fly over the bay and then back in. Relatively short leg, the first one, lads. The, yeah, like, do you know, with Expo then, a lot of hardware announcements. I saw Moza showcase and see that entire cockpit. Man alive. Now, it's very military looking, so I imagine it's DCS neck of the woods. You know? I imagine it's DCS neck of the woods. 160 on our speed. We're doing alright, aren't we? It's all going well. Where is this now? Oh, that works as well. Zybok Dog calling from Denmark. Hello from Tipperary. Good to see you, Zybok. You're welcome in. Got a Spitfire ahead of us. Jersey Devil. Look at the scenery, man. Jesus, isn't it gorgeous? Ricky Pilot, good to see you. Murph, do you recommend the Starship? Oh, yeah. Starship is awesome, man. Real good. Patrick says, isn't that near the Navigio beach where the famous shipwreck is? What What ship was that? Was that the Concordia? Was that one? No? Can't remember. Looking good, Ryan. The sim is running well, lads. Schmoot as. Oh, that's Corsica. Ah, right, okay. Jeez, look at the road there, look. There's first Wolf. Man, look at the state of that big engine. Isn't that gorgeous? Starship is great. Oh, Phil, it's so good, man. It was on many a holiday postcard from Greece. Oh, was it? All right, okay. Just up the coast from Zakynthos. Gotcha. Corn Wolf, good to see you, buddy. Happy Monday. Ailerons into wind. The hymn has entered the chat. Good to see you, Stewie. Hope you're well, mate. We have Flight Sim Expo week this week. The excitement levels now. Do you know, 'tis like Christmas Eve. Yes. Can't wait. It's just beyond this bay. Window open, yeah. Cigarette out the window. Packed and ready, I hope. Not at all. I haven't packed that yet. I'll have to get around to it. I'll pack tomorrow, it'll be grand. Right, let's have a look. Like, the bay is there, so we'll keep flying out towards this Iraqi and then swing it back in, right? Looking to buy a new suitcase. Really? A new suitcase? Stay away from the ladies half dressed this time. Ah, Jesus, just where did you... Listen, I was conducting an interview for realism and professionalism to keep you entertained and informed. Just so happens they were wearing tight clothing. Listen, it's you know. You're grand. And we thank you for your service. Yes. You don't know how lucky you are. Myself and Gibbo were going to rent a recording studio in Houston when we were there. Jesus. Yeah, I took one for the team, Cornwolf, yeah. Name one thing that happened in the interview. They were actually pilots. They flew. I didn't know that. Well, we're going to fly around the bay and then land, right? Right? Right. Man, it looks good. No, they were the actual pilots. Will they stream anything in Expo? Will who stream? I'll stream. You'll stream. We'll all stream. Yeah, no, we'll stream. Man, I need to visit Greece. It's absolutely stunning. How have I not been to Greece? I did not. Wicked Lumberjacks. Just come back, man. Yeah. Phil says Murph had to keep abreast of what was good about flight simming. Yes, I had to keep I did. It's all grand. It's all grand. Right, autopilot disengaged. Let's get down good and low here, look. Oh man, look at this scenery. It's absolutely friggin' gorgeous. Look at the detail on the rock, look. There'll be someone down there on one of these little beaches, you know, and then all of us come flying down. We'll go around that island there on the right-hand side. We'll loop around that. Man, this is stunning. Look how blue it is. Ramble over this way. Don't hit the ground, Murph. It's very, very pretty here. You went scuba diving down here? No way, man. I know Dave flies here a lot, 757. He loves flying out here, and you can see why, man. It's absolutely gorgeous. Don't dip that wing in. Oh, Jesus. Oh, no! Nothing to see here at all. Absolutely not at all. It was grand. Jesus. All right, we may have gotten a little bit close that time.
It's not the plane. It's the pilot.
Listen.
Can I get a refund?
No, listen. Listen, right? All is well in the realm. You know, we'll dance at our big fish, small fish cardboard box, doing the shopping, you know, putting away the messages. I love it out here, the island airports. Man, they're gorgeous. They're also extremely dangerous. You don't know when the water will jump up and take you, you know? I said I did scuba, but you're in a plane, man. Oops. This is before we get to Crete. Right. Gear coming down. Not your flaps. Come on, the noise of that jet. Easy. Pitched. Realism. Yes. No acting the maggot now, Murphy. Not at all. We're going to do realistic flying as we touch down at this airport. Easy now. Easy. That right engine was getting too hot. Nice job cooling it. Yes, Heisenberg.
Dreamy, sleepy, nighty, snoozy, snooze.
Balloon! That was exactly what I was doing. Yes, yes. Using the water cooler technology. This is very close to your man in front. Ooh! Let's just fly over them. Jesus. Easy now. And him. Easy now. Mind the TBM. We're going to land on a TBM. Look at the turning circle for the planes, look. Right, easy, Murphy. Easy. Hold the nose. Long landing. Jesus, this is a long landing. Touchdown. Reversers. Beta. Jesus. Right. So much for spacing. The noise of your man's jet. Easy does it. Oh no, there's been a terrible accident. Okay. We'll just stay in the runway, but we'll stay to the right-hand side, right? I don't know why it comes up with route not found. Lima Golf Zulu Alpha. Lima Golf Zulu Alpha ailerons. This is Kalamata Airport. It's very nice. Alright. Easy now. We're just going to taxi down this way, lads. Nothing to see. Nothing to worry about. There's nothing to see and nothing to worry about. We'll totally be grand, lads. Totally be fine.
Hello there.
Easy taxi down the way. Nightmare Bus, good to see you. It's an interesting name. Huh. Right, our next stop now is 68 nautical miles. We've a bit of a jog to do here. So let's increase our speed down. Man, do you ever see so many G111s? Lima Golf Sierra Kilo? That's on our flight plan, I think. What one is that? It's close to mainland Greece. Is that the one on Corfu? No? And taxiing down, yeah. We will go one notch to flaps. Oh, that's the one we were at Skiathis. We were there on this tour already, ailerons. Sure, we were waving to the, the virtual ailerons taking pictures on the beach. You know, of the planes. Later that day, Murphy received an envelope. When he opened it, a fist punched him right in the face. Right? Lima Golf Kilo Lima. That's our next stop. Oh, this is a beautiful part of the world. This is ridiculous. Lovely mountains here as well. Could you imagine this place, like? I want to go to Greece now. The sim has twisted my arm. And I do love that about Flight Sim 24. Right? You had to look up a lot. Oh, Jesus. Like, Flight Sim 24 has kind of... It's forced me to look at places in the world to actually visit, because I've seen them in the sim, and it's just gorgeous, right? Holy Moly was named after Dionysus? What's his name? Greece is hot and often flammable. The Navigio beach is up to the northwest coast. Ooh, nice. De-icing boot. Easy now. Right. Are we ready? Let's do all this again. So, power coming in. I was there a couple of years ago, famous for turtles. Really, Si? My friends and I used Flight Sim to find a camping spot in Utah. No way. That's awesome. I love that. Alright, takeoff power is set. Did I say Navigio often enough? You're not obsessed, not at all. There's 70. That's the sound of a Spitfire absolutely burning by us. 100, upsy daisy. Pause the rate of climb. And we're indicating the climb, gear up. Oh, look at the landscape here, look. Jesus. This is stunning. Seeing a G1000 just seems strange. So the G111, they've based this on, well, the G111, right? They converted it into a luxurious flying yacht. Look at the state. It's got a friggin' proper galley and everything, look. Curtains as well. Wait until you see Barnsley in the sim. You'll want to move to Barnsley. Barnsley looks so good right now. Alright, bring our props back a little bit. Ah, it's very, very pretty here, isn't it? Ah, lads, this is very pretty. Right, we'll spin around. We're over the drink now for quite a bit. So, let me see. Autopilot, right? Let's see what she'll do with our altitude. And the heading. She's holding it well. Fancy, looks better than me home, right? This is the definition of glamping. It's beautiful is what it is. Alright, keep that left turn coming in. Send to the M. Cheers, ailerons. Oh man, look at this though. Jesus, wouldn't it be nice just even cycling around and, you know what I mean? Of all the islands, like, I've never been to Greece and there's so many islands to choose from. It's incredibly pretty. Alright, let's go back into nav mode now. We should capture. GPS is armed. We'll fly this heading until we pick it up again. Bit of cloud coming in over the South Island. There goes the Great Hadoken. It's just very pretty, isn't it? There's Steve. We did some of the Greek islands on a charter yacht many years ago, says Dougal. The boat was a fucking safety disaster with bits falling off and stuff not working. Really? That was part of the adventure though, I'm sure, right? Ah! At every moment. You know what I mean? Alright. We're at 1,100 feet. Let's hold that. And we're going to go straight out. It's so pretty. I went on a booze cruise to the shipwreck. Did you? I don't think I'd ever manage a booze cruise. I was never great. Like, I don't have good sea legs. Now, I was somewhat cured. We took the ferry to France. We've been on it loads of times. And not the trip before the last trip that we've taken, that was the roughest sailing going to France. Now, I've been on rougher sailings going to England. But that sailing was particularly rough, and it cured me. For the first time, I didn't have to remain fully laid down for the entire 17 hours. I had a couple of pints, as I do. You know, on a boat, especially going to France. Usually you board at around 4 o'clock in the afternoon, drive on, park the car, ramble up to the room, throw in your bag and baggage, maybe have a little lie down, you know. Use the ablutions. Go up onto the top deck, couple of pints, pull out of the port, wave to all the people, and then stay there until sunset, because it is the most beautiful thing ever. Sunset when you're on a car ferry going to France, the sunset, and you have the weather, it's miles, man, miles of horizon. It looks stunning. And then once the sun goes in, go to bed. You should try the boat or the Bay of Biscay. I've been on it once. We went on the Bay of Biscay before, Dougal, coming back from Spain. And we played that earlier. My dad was sick. And my dad does boating. Like, he's a boat person. He wasn't well. That's how rough the Bay of Biscay was. I was watching Band of Brothers and I fell asleep, you know. Right, 1,100 feet. Straight across, 170 knots indicated, 25 degrees outside. I mean, we're not going to say no to that with a window open. Epic Fool can happily report he is still confusing ATC on VATSIM by showing up as a heli. Excellent news. And you keep doing it, Epic Fool. We need more choppers on VATSIM. That Stinger is here. Good to see you, buddy. Bay of Barfsky, right? You almost went overboard on a Dougal. No way! Those waves just send me off. Now, I tell you, you wake up the next morning then, 8 o'clock, stretch, go for the walk, grab a coffee, and before you know it, welcome to France. It's an awesome experience. I love aircraft. And I mean, I love aircraft. I'm all aviation. But my personal preference for mode of transport? Ferry. Get the ferry, man. Not the ferry, man, but get the ferry, man. What a way to go. You can sit there comfortable. You have your car. You're not worried about, you know, taking your belt off and having some fella kind of, you know what I'm saying? Are you hiding anything in your baggage? I don't know. We're going the wrong way.
Yeah. We're going the wrong way.
Lima Golf, Kilo Limo, no, or Kilo Lima. No, we're good. Is it aiming off because of the wind? Last time I was on a ferry I was 2, I don't remember it. Wasn't impressed by the ferry from Hamburg to Southampton. Rough to say the least. Wales to Ireland wasn't too bad. Nice, Kazaki. Really, Duke? I never heard that one. I was on a ferry going to France. It was rough seas. I was dancing, says Kieran Niall. Oh, yeah. Do the ferry off into Germany, and I just hate it. Give me a plane. Well, that's different. Like, if it's a short journey, yeah. If it's like if it's under 3 hours, get a plane. You know what I mean? YouTube has a long delay over Twitch. It does, Tarnish. It's 20 seconds, I think. My wife was sick on the Channel Tunnel. Oh no, really? But yeah, if you're going shorter distance, just fly. And if you're going to America, fly. But if you're going like from, you know, the UK or Ireland down to France or the continent, get the ferry, man. It's just... And Irish ferries are great. They're expensive, but they're great. They don't mess around. The North Sea can be a bugger. Yeah. You went on the DFDS ferry overnight. It was grand. Yeah. I've had the dubious pleasure of being a flat-bottomed warship in Force 10 seas in the North Sea. Oh dear. Why are Irish ferries so expensive? They're very expensive. What about one of those Atlantic sea crossing cruises? Nah, not in the Atlantic. I think I'd like to do it, to say, yeah, I've done, you know, but yeah, I'd be all, you know, watching Titanic and stuff. Ah! Know what I mean? Didn't last, yeah. I mean, it didn't. That last one they built sank, right? The Queen Mary would be grand. So I watched someone who did that. I forget your one's name. She does all these cruises, right? And the Queen Mary is supposed to be awesome. However, if you have bad weather, they don't let you out on the decks or nothing. It's like disaster, you know?
Hello there.
Hey Zeus, thank you very much indeed for the subscribe. I tried the hovercraft across the channel. That was a rough and miserable experience. Really? Took a ferry from Portland, Maine to Nova Scotia and back. 28 hours round trip. That's awesome, Hermit. Jesus. So much to do inside? Yeah, true. I don't get seasick, but the sea travel is just in my DNA. Jane McDonald Cruise Lady. I don't know, is it Jane? Hovercraft sound like a laugh, honestly. Emma Cruises, yes, Epic Fool, yes. Emma Cruises, I've been watching some of her stuff. She does very, very good detailed reviews. She's very good. Yeah, she is great. I watch some of her stuff. So much so, like, I even said it to the missus. I was like, do you know, I think now we need to do a bit of an old cruise. And she's like, really? You? Because, like, I'm the sort of person now, I mean, I enjoy the wilderness, right? I'm not a fan of big cities or any of that stuff. I like my own space. I'm okay in a city, but like not all the time. Airports wreck me head. Too many people, you know. And a cruise, you're thinking, well, that's a lot of people. But I think just because it's so well spaced out, there's so many restaurants, so many bars, so many things to do. Mum is just back from a cruise for this neck of the woods. Really, Malky? Gotta love being on a boat made by Boeing. Did the hovercraft from Dover to the Netherlands? No way. That's me. Give me a forest, a log cabin on my rifle. Yeah. A log cabin on, yeah, like a forest and a log, yeah, that'd be, the wilderness suits me. Or like Greek islands, right? That's why we love France. You know, I mean, there's... You have the freedom to go friggin' anywhere, you know? Don't think I could do a Disney cruise stuck on a boat with Mickey Mouse. Should be loads of crack. School trip from Zeebrugge to Hull in the 80s. Don't know if it were the waves, but didn't get any effect of the whiskey colas consumed. Rob Garcia says, closest I've gotten to a cruise is renting a pedal boat for an hour off the Spanish coast. Nice. Super Ty's the same. I'd live in a mountainous area. Yeah. Mr. Two-Tone loves the mountains. She loves the mountains. I like the coast as well, you know. Me and the missus did 2 days taking a Nissan Micra down some very off-road stacks to Sagathas. Oh, come here, wait, I'll show you the roads we're going to in Spain. So we booked a vacation in Spain, right? And we booked a vacation to Spain. And we're going there in August. But we're driving, where are we now? Granada. And we're driving over to, well, it's Arbelayas, but we'll put an Albox for a minute. Now, there's a road, a mad road. I think it brings us this way. Yeah, that's the road, right? There's a absolute mad devil of a road we're going to. I think it's up this way, right? Check out some of these roads we're going to go on, lads. Is this these? Hang on. Where's that mad observatory? It's down this way. I think they're these roads, right? Colorado Garcia. No, they're bigger than this. I don't know. Some of the roads are just like, yeah, now you're talking. Look at these. Now, like, that's a friggin' road trip right there, right? DK Funfly, welcome in. Like, these are going to... This is just road trip. Now, we're in a car, you're not on a bike. Bikes are great in Spain, but, like, you know, you're not going to bring the, you know, your family on a biking trip. You know? Came here to escape the lunacy that's going on elsewhere. Zappel, welcome to the escape of... Well, you're in the asylum now, but you're listen. Murph, have you seen the Thames in southern Spain in August? Oh yeah, don't worry, mate. I enjoyed the heat, right? Probably because when I broke my legs and that, it was just like I disliked the cold. Now I don't mind the cold, but for a very, you know, short period of time. I enjoy the heat. So I have family who live out there, and I've been out there quite a lot. And they're in the desert, or just off the desert. And you're used to temperatures there of about 40 degrees Celsius. But in Spain, that 40 degrees, that's hot as balls temperature. And it's literally, you get up in the morning, you go for a walk as the sun just starts to rise. Otherwise, you can't walk during the day, you'll die. Right? You come back then, into the shower, come out, have your breakfast, sit beside the pool. In about 13 and a half seconds, you're now fully sweating. You get into the pool. You cool down. You get out of the pool. You're dry in about 4 minutes. Last 3 minutes you're dry. 3 minutes later, you're sweating again. Rinse, repeat, all day. It's awesome. In Greece, I got burnt from my t-shirt. Jesus. Murph loves the heat, can't handle the sun. I love the... I get sunburned by thinking about it. Yeah, it's about 103, 100... Goes to 100 and... Goes to between kind of 105 and 110, friend to all. It's hot, man. Lima Golf Kilo Lima. Yes, that is where we're heading. This is just after getting drunk. Hang on now. Flight plan. Why is it doing that now? How do we activate that leg? Here we go. I fixed it, lads. We're okay. New suitcase ordered. Oh, nice. You're in Portugal in September. We're touring. Nice. Yeah, Portugal isn't too bad because you have a breeze. You're right in the Atlantic. You know what I mean? Murph would look like burnt bacon when out by the pool. Yep. It's alright. We're going back to where we should have been. Do you remember that time we went to Greece, lads, and we almost got lost? What? Switch to the dirty 30. Come on, Charlie. If you like the heat, why do you live in Ireland? Yeah. I mean, it's okay here. The missus works here. You know, son's in school here. Got tickets to Rockin' 1000. You'll need to YouTube what that is. Ooh. Is it some sort of a musical festival? Are we going to have enough altitude for this? South of Spain is like Arizona for sure. Yeah, especially there, the desert. But I am very, very much looking forward to it. So we fly to Malaga. We're driving to Granada. Then we drive across to Arbeláez, Albox, neck of the woods. And then we're going to come back the south coast road back to Malaga. And a couple of nights in each place. Well, as I said, I have family out there, so we'll stay with them for a few nights. I reckon 1200 will do us. Behind these mountains of Sparta? I think we need to go above these mountains. It's 1,000 musicians playing the same songs together in a stadium. What? I love the heat, but the money's better in the northeast. Yeah. It's after this mountain. We're going to need to climb here. I'm at 3,800. Those mountains are showing red on your GTN. Alright, we better climb. So, autopilot off. Bit of power here. Upsy daisy. Power! Tons of power. We might be okay. Keep climbing. This is going to be beautiful getting over these mountains because they drop again the far side. Let's see what you can handle. Easy now. Now we do have a supercharger here as well. You should all go to Portugal. It's fantastic. The Algarve. Yeah, the Algarve is lovely. I made a correction. Sparta is one more mountain ridge from this. Ah. So what's new in the world of Murph? I.e., what has Murph got his eye on for Flight Sim at Expo? I just want to get as much information from as many developers as I possibly can. The main thing I have to say for Expo, I mean, it's meeting folks. It's getting a chance to catch up with people. That's what I'm most looking forward to. Developers and hardware developers and all these guys, yes, definitely, because I love what they do, you know. And even like the good guys and the bad guys, we still need them, right? Anyone making stuff in the sim, I mean, it's good to see. Portuguese language, yeah, it's difficult. Can be difficult. Easy now. Jesus, lads, this is looking gorgeous, isn't it? What does this one do? Nah, we don't like that one. I think this needs some of the 80s. I'm just saying. Where is it now? No. 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 Yeah. This works. Look at the scenery. Jesus, lads. Isn't that something? Turbulence over the hills? Hell yeah. A mythology tour for the shadows some time ago? Oh, nice. Man, what a machine. I've really enjoyed flying this plane in this one. Sparta? Jared Butler, wasn't it? Well, any second now, lads, over this ridge, you're going to see Jared Butler. He's here, man. Oh, Jesus, why is the plane dropping again? Ooh. It does not like low power. Scott's looking forward to checking out the new hardware. Yeah, like we saw quite a bit at Flight Sim Weekend. The Windwing stuff is, oh Jesus, mad looking. Looking forward to seeing the Meridian and Honeycomb stuff. And Thrustmaster. They've new gear out. Peter Cetera's voice. Kieran Nile, 100%. 100%. Scenery and X-Plane is not a patch on 24. Not a patch. I think in X-Plane the lighting is getting much better. But it's not at the same level when it comes to visuals at all. It can look very pretty. It is a beautiful sim. But Microsoft, like, this is a totally different level. You know what I mean? Right now, why is that screen so there's something not right here. Why is that screen so dark? I think I know why. That teeny tiny little adjustment to the cockpit. Lads, this is the current setting. Is this very dark? And we're going to call this A. Okay? Now, don't press on for the minute. This is an updated gadget, which is B. Is it much better or just minimalistic? A or B? Which is better? A is dark. Yeah. So what's better, A or B? Are we going with A or B? B is dark. Huh? It's marginally better. They're both dark. I'm trying to fix it. Very minimally better. Really? Both are dark. I have a lot of work to do with me. I have a lot of work to do. That's default sim. So that can't be dark. That is the default sim, right? So that's what Reshape turned off. Right, let me fix this once and for all when we get landed here, will we? We'll head straight into this neck of the woods. Start bringing the power back. Where's the sun? Behind us. It's not the light, it's the cockpit. Other streamers also have this dark cockpit. The exposure setting, very low. As in, like, I've only done like half. Maybe it's at 1, -1. Yours is lighter. Like, you can see where the sun is, and it really makes a huge difference. Know what I mean? Anyway, gear down. Flaps down. -1 is a lot. I run yours at -0.3. Okay, well let me fix that once we get landed here. Because you know what I mean. It's on my screen. It's perfect, but that's an OLED, so it really you know, it just does a great job at showing colors and temperatures and brightness and contrast and all that jazz, right? So the last thing I want is to have a bad viewing experience for you guys, because like, it's bad enough you have to look at me mallet head. Do you know what I mean? So we'll try and fix this here now in a moment, right? Watch your speed. You're high. We're very high, but it's a huge runway. Wait now. This is very interesting. Look at the runways. We have a narrow and a wide. It looks like... is it military, I wonder? They're PC... why are they there now? They're like PC-9s. Easy now.
Dreamy, sleepy, nighty, snoozy,
Jesus.
snooze.
Old veteran, thank you, Scott. Alright, get her down. Hold the nose. Bleed the speed. Bit of a bounce, but we're alive. Oh, 240, that was heavy. Reverser.
Can I get a refund?
Absolutely not. Shag off. No refunds. Right. Let's give this a moment now to try and fix it, shall we? That's default. So I can't do anything if that's still very dark, because that's the sim. So, what are we saying? Settings. Minus... No, look, it was 0.1. That's nothing. It was only at like 0.1, right? Check the Bremen bar. Yeah, I do, because it's much brighter. Okay. Okay. Let's save this. And let's now start tweaking inside Reshade. Reshade! Let's be having it. So it's in here somewhere. Selective color. Saturation -3.5. Vibrance -346. +3.9. There we go. +2.9. Wait, we're getting somewhere. +20. Teeny tiny little gadgets. Vibrance, saturation. Okay. We're not washed out outside? That's good. Okay. That has to be better, yeah? That's the sim default. I haven't made it darker. I've just taken the tone out of it, or the darkness out of it. So it's only adding a tint of tone and a bit of sharpener. Look good? I think we look good. Off the brake. It's going to be dark now. We're facing the sun, but it should brighten up a teeny bit now when we turn. Much better. We're saying much better. Are we happy enough with this, lads? Oh, my little monitor here beside me looks better. And outside looks good too. It's very subtle now, like. Better now. Okay, let's go with that for a while and see what happens, right? Right. 3 stops to go, friends. I will say this. The power of reshade, it's so good, man. It's so good. Like if I were to close down this gadget, and why isn't that button working? Control and 1, right? Control Alt 1. So you should be Control Alt 1. There we go. Save that. Alright, we're just going to squeeze in through here. When I'm home, I use Fire TV to watch the stream and can adjust my TV settings accordingly. Okay. No, I think we're better, lads. I hope. There is one other thing I can do. Easy now. There's one more thing I'm going to do. It's on my streaming PC. So let's just sit tight here for a minute. And let me know if this is better or worse, right? That better, lads? Is that now exactly what it should be? Much better. Okay, so for anyone who's interested in the science part, the capture card runs different color profiles from EDID. If you ever want to know what EDID is, basically it's what the sim is pushing through the 5090 down through a cable into a capture card, back into a renderer, and saying, hey, what are your colors, right? So if that sorts the ticket, that's all it was. So thank you for your patience, because my screens were never that dark. Sure they weren't. There were hours loading, right? Reload this gadget. Phil says, why can't you see me on the stream? I don't know, Phil. Can you see us? Right. You sound like my optician. Is it better? Is it worse? I'm happy with this now. If you guys are happy, well then I'm very happy. And there's no issue with frame rates or any of that jazz. Okay, heading select. Heading mode. 1 notch of flaps. Let's go flying. Off the brakes. Power coming in. Alright. We're rolling. We are so happy, says Idle Cut Off. Right, grand. Once you're happy, I'm happy. This is our stream. Like, it's our stream. There's no point in someone sitting there saying, no, well, I can't do much of him too loud. Well, I can turn my microphone down. Or I can turn my screen off. Gibbo likes that view better. Oopsie daisy. Easy now. Gear in, flaps up. Easy now, Gertrude. Autopilot. And off we go. Mind the terrain as we spin out of here. Yeah, the sim will only show about 20 odd aircraft. It's just kind of part and parcel of how it behaves, you know what I mean? We're going to skirt these mountains down here on the right. Let's see what happens. Right, lads. Xbox pilots press 1, PC press 2, JoinFS and Skynet press 3. And for everyone else wondering, do you know, if you just stopped pressing the shagging buttons, it'd be grand. You lot press 4. Jesus. As always, guys, really do appreciate all the like button smashes over on YouTube. You're very kind. It does help out the stream. It recommends it to people who ordinarily wouldn't be watching it. Man, look at that. Look at the state of that view. Ah, lads, that's stunning. Immediately start to climb. Up the hill. There we are. All is looking terribly well. Have you flown to Milford Sound? Oh, Milford Sound. Now that's a place that's absolutely gorgeous. Milford Sound is just one of those places in the world that, you know, it's like, what? Wow, look at this. And like, there's a really unique area. In Milford Sound, when you head out the bay a bit, it's where freshwater meets saltwater, and there is literally a blue and green colour. It's like a perfect line. It's mad looking. But it's where saltwater meets the freshwater. It's a beautiful, beautiful part of the world. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. We're on our summer holidays. You did an essay on Milford Sound in school? Nice. Yeah, 4.5, you reckon? There we go. Did an S, yeah, mad. I pity Microsoft won't be there at Expo. Yeah, Kieran. Some other folks will be there, but they're not there in any sort of official capacity. That makes sense. I know Chewy is going, but Chewy's going as Chewy, right? And to be honest, you're not going to get much information out of them. They're busy working. I mean, that's the information we're getting from Microsoft. Let them do their work. Let Asoba do the work. You reckon 5,000 or 6,000? We'll go 6.5. They didn't want to be confronted by Murph asking about multiplayer again. I have Jorg's head wrecked. I mean, if I look at the view, I mean, if I was Jorg, I'd be distancing myself from Murph as well. You know what I mean? I sent him through a massive list. Well, it wasn't a massive list. In the words of Jorg, it was a very comprehensive list. And I was like, yes it is. But it's all good feedback. And he said exactly, you know, he didn't give me any false promises. He goes, leave it with them. Can't promise you anything, but there's good stuff here. But it might take a while. 4Flight says 4,500. You're using 4Flight. Nice. I used to use 4Flight. It got expensive. And you know, I'm still toying with the idea. I might do it back from Expo. I want to try and load in Garmin Pilot. So at the moment, Navigraph is great. Don't get me wrong. I adore Navigraph. However, there's certain things I want to see what I can do with Garmin Pilot. And the reason why I'm looking at Garmin Pilot, I don't know if you guys watch Aviation 101, Josh Flowers and his missus. It's some of the best aviation content you're going to get anywhere, right? Very, very good. Hey, Ramas is here. Good to see you, buddy. Been following your streams. Great fun, but been too busy working on the next update to join in. Ladies and gentlemen, Ramas is here. Mike, the developer of this very aircraft, is in the chat. Pints of Guinness emotes in there quick. The man is a legend. Mike, we've really been enjoying this airplane, man. This whole journey we've done from start to finish, it's nice to fly. It looks so good. And there's a nice bit of depth to it as well. The navigation options are all there. I think for me, just the biggest thing, if there was ever to be some sort of a sound patch, that's the only thing it needs. If it got that, it would transform it into, like, I don't know what it would do. It would just be amazing. But it's such a great airplane, man. Who would talk the most out of Jorg? What do you mean, Eamon? Who would talk the most? As in... What do you mean, Eamon? Hey, Tickpot is here. Good to see you, man. Happy Monday. Thanks. Unfortunate that the update didn't get through testing yet, because it's massive. Well, don't worry. Listen, great things take time. We know this. I need to talk to Tyler. Maybe he can make some sounds for this. Who wouldn't shut up? It depends what they're talking about. I don't personally know Robert Randazzo. I've watched all his interviews. I've watched all his own live streams. He's a very passionate developer. Like they just are. PMDG, like they are passionate about what they do. Doesn't necessarily sit well with everyone because they kind of have, at least in my opinion, you know, they kind of have this edge about them, but they've been around the block a long time, so they're kind of allowed to have it. Does that make sense? I mean, I love what PMDG do. Jorg is very, very passionate. Jesus, the tunes. Like, when it comes to flight simulation, he is so very passionate about making this thing the very best it can possibly be. And it's got to be hard for him, right? It's got to be hard for him to manage expectations and get the timing right and manage such a massive team. They never knew they're going to have such a big team like this, right? But, like, I've met him in person a couple of times. In Arizona, I spent a bit of time with him, and I'm telling his lads, the head of Microsoft Flight Sim, Jorg Newman, I'm telling you, is so very, very passionate about this sim, this hobby, this twin world. Very much so. It's not like there was no flavour I got from, you know, oh, they're just out to earn a few dollars, or you don't get any of that. That's the Microsoft business behind it, I suppose. I mean, that's business, right? But as an individual, man, he was so passionate about this thing. So passionate. This is Sparta. Yes. What is Jorg's background? So he's developed software, games. He had a lot to do with Microsoft Connect, right? He's a good buddy who is like, you know, Planet Zoo and Planet Coaster, and you know them games? He's good buddies with that guy. Hence, look at our UI. Look at the user interface of Flight Sim 2024. Watch this. Does that look familiar to anyone? Does that look familiar? You know what I mean? Oh, but look at the menu system. Look at the layout. Right? So that's, you know, it's a giraffe. Yeah. But the animals that we have in Flight Sim 24 are actually from Planet Zoo, right? Frontier Developments. That's the one, MV. PMDG makes stunning aircraft, but they need to stop pretending they're transparent, because they're not. Yeah. I mean, transparency, they're just not gonna tell people their secrets, right? I think I've seen that somewhere before. I can't put my finger on it where though. Energizer, right? And there's more than UI stuff, man. There's far more than UI stuff. But yeah, American developers are better than European developers, says Kieran Nile. JD then. Oh. American developers for aircraft, depending on what they're working on, I think have a advantage over European developers. They have an advantage only because they've access to the aircraft, right? Some of them, like Jesus, Lord Freet, Raoul from FS Reborn, the guys at Builds, like the list goes on and on and on. When you see this excitement and passion, when you get talking to these folks, you know what I mean? I don't think their geographical location would make them better or worse, you know? Funny enough, York worked on Freelancer back in the days of Chris Roberts. Wow. But yeah, a lot of experience with Frontier stuff. A mate used to do QA for them. Oh, nice. Yeah, it's kind of mad, isn't it? It's mad. Yeah, Frontier. They gave him that stuff. Like I remember chatting to Jorg, you know, because when he mentioned about the animals, because I was saying, Jesus, where'd you get them from? You know, he goes, oh, they're, you know, Frontier have them, and we can use that stuff. And I was like, that's awesome, right? And then I had to ask Jorg. I was like, Jorg, do you know, what about trains? And he says, what about trains? I said, well, what if someone, like, what about a train sim engine or developer or a truck sim? And his answer was, hell yeah, he would love to have those involved in the sim. But it'd be very much getting their products working inside Microsoft's engine. Does that make sense? You and trains. I like trains. Schnars, right? And you know the guy doing Star Citizen now? Who? I know some will disagree, but I really like Jorg. He has such a passion. Great dude. Dougal, I agree. I think the pressures he's under, and you know, maybe there's targets he has to hit, like anyone, right? Based on my own experience and my own opinion of getting to meet him, so very, very passionate about flight simming. And Seb too. Sebastian, the very same. You know? They need to go talk to Dovetail. I don't think Dovetail would want to be having a conversation with Microsoft anytime soon, you know? The G-111 is an absolute gem. It really is. Jockey, good to see you, buddy. Happy Monday, man. Mercy. We have the tunes this evening, lads. Getting ready for a long flight, Shannon to Boston. Fiber, you're going to fly it, buddy. We're on it on Wednesday. Wheels up 13:45 local. Aer Lingus. So Dovetail bought the rights to Flight Sim X, or at least they bought the rights to the ESP platform from Microsoft.
Hello there.
When Microsoft sold it from the Microsoft Game Studios, when they closed it, right? When Bill Gates left Microsoft, when he kind of stood back out of Microsoft, that's when the Game Studios went out and all this jazz, right? Maris Mannon, thank you for the follow. When they sold off the gaming studio, they sold the ESP platform, but they had a clause in it stating that at any moment they can call it back, and it's theirs then. And that's what happened to Dovetail. They bought it. They started working on Dovetail, whatever it's called, Flight, Microsoft Flight. And then secretly in the background, someone at Microsoft said, no, this is going to be a good idea. We're going to develop a new flight simulator, and we want you to work with Asobo. And the reason why they chose Asobo were just incredible at building world creation. They did it in racing games back in the day. They did it in open world games. World creation, that's what Asobo were, you know, that's what they chipped their teeth on, like, you know what I mean? So the relationship with, you know, Asobo Studio and Microsoft, it's a very good partnership because Asobo have grown something else. Like, I remember getting a figure of, like, I think there was, at the time, there was like 200 people in total involved on the Microsoft Flight Simulator platform. 200. Then it went to 800. They got over 1,000 now, I think. Like, it's huge. We're on the Southeast Asian server side. Should be there. Yeah, very much, Dougal. Wasn't he? Oh, I can't even do it. The roll. Brilliant. Lima Golf Kilo Charlie. Next airport coming up, lads. 20 miles out. But I think it's very interesting, you know, when we talk about where Flight Sim came from in 2020, where it is now in 24, but also where it's going. And that's the thing. Yes, it can frustrate you, it can upset you, it'll drive you demented, but it is moving in the right direction, you know? And like with Sim Update 3, I mean, I read the dev forums all the time, and there's more issues, game-breaking issues with Sim Update 3 from a developer's point of view. So many things are broken. It can't be easy being a third-party developer right now. Can't be easy. Like, I know their sales were absolutely hammered when 2024 was announced because no one would buy add-ons. Third-party devs had it rough. Microsoft Flight Sim have done wonders for hardware companies. WinWing, you know, Moza, Honeycomb. You wouldn't have those in the capacity we see them now without Microsoft Flight Simulator. Absolutely not. Even Virpil. Virpil were always DCS. At all. You wouldn't have had it. And we're now seeing so much competition in the hardware that our prices for us are constantly getting more competitive. It's a win-win for us, man. It's a win-win. It's a win-win. Win-win. Who would have thought that you can get a friggin' FCU for like 120 bucks? What? I remember people paying like 700 or 800 quid, like. I just wish we could see shared cockpit and Flight Sim. Yeah, Morris, couldn't agree with you more. There are ways around it, but there's no clean thing. It's on the wish list for the Sim. Asobo are aware of the likes of JoinFS. They know these little gadgets, but talking to Sebastian, he was saying, Seb, he was like, if we're going to do it, we're going to do it right, as in they're going to do it from start to finish with their code. Even if it is an L copy and paste, do you know what I mean? But they want to do it their way, you know? When I started simming seriously back in 2013, all the fancy hardware was down to Scalarchy. Yeah, you're right. And then you got Real Sim Gear and, you know, a few others. Look at it now. Not to mention NVIDIA, AMD, and Intel. Maybe. I mean, you know, Flight Simulator in the gaming space, it's not very big. I thought I'd never see Microsoft come back to us. It's their oldest franchise. Flight Sim predates Microsoft Office. What? Did you know that? Flight Simulator, that franchise for Microsoft, predates Microsoft Office. That's bananas, right? Yeah, Scholarchy is a different level, it is, but they're way more expensive. You know? It predates Windows, yeah. But yeah, shared cockpit is definitely something I would love to see in Microsoft Flight Sim. I've tried it in X-Plane and it's so good. As I said, myself and Ailerons, we did a bit in the Challenger 650, the hot start, and what an experience. Myself and Gibbo did the A320 in Microsoft Flight Sim. That was using your controls. And that was a great experience, you know? Mike says, shared cockpit development is no joke. Even back in FSX, my L39 pushed the limits of it back then. One tiny mistake could blow you hold the connection out. I don't fault the Sobo for taking time to get it right. Yeah, it's a beast of a thing. But it's a beast of a thing using the methods that they're currently using. So for example, right, a Sobo are told whatever works, you got to make it accessible on the Xbox. That rules out having any sort of direct IP connection like X-Plane does. That'll do a direct connection to another IP. It'll fix on it. You can't do that on Xbox. It goes against their privacy stuff. You know what I mean? That's why our multiplayer servers are not great, because, well, they have to be compatible for Xbox. So you're limited in what you can do in terms of what ports you can open, what sort of data you can transfer. You know? Alright. Autopilot off. The wind is coming in here from the west. Or is it? We need to go this way, I think. Let's see what happens. Just another reason to have an Xbox version and a PC version? Yes. As an Xbox user, I apologize on behalf of my people. Not at all. I think it's absolutely incredible you can get a flight sim of this fidelity on a console. That's genius, man. But if I'm in charge, when I'm in charge, I will have Microsoft Flight Sim Xbox Edition, Microsoft Flight Sim PC Edition. And then I would link the two of them to a central server like we currently have, but give the users the options. If you want to fly on a PC-only multiplayer environment, this is how you do it. If you want to play on a joint environment, this is how you do it. And if you only want to fly on an Xbox environment, well, this is how you do it. I think there should be two different versions of the sim with slightly different headroom available to each one. I think if they can do that, if they can figure out how to make that work and not cost, you know, multiple millions to figure, like, you know what I mean? But, you know, it's like it's so easy for me to say, oh, they should do that. I haven't a clue of the architecture. And who knows what other headaches that could actually introduce. But I always get the feeling pilots on PC are getting a little bit held back only because they're trying to make the architecture fit on-site the Xbox. And you could argue, well, they kind of are starting to move that direction now, because Xbox, yes, you can download stuff, but can you download everything? PC will probably give you more, you know, probably more options of what you download. You know what I mean? Finally warmed up enough to go for the swim after dinner. Man, Scott. Above all else, of all the I'd want this and wish for that and fix this and fix the other, without Microsoft Flight Sim, we'd probably be watching, you know, Murder, She Wrote or something, right? You know what I mean? It has brought so many people into this hobby, into this genre. The floodgates opened. We've so many people here, so many amazing people, all different backgrounds, pilots, developers, enthusiasts. It's crazy. Midsummer Murders, right? Hey, Patrick is here. Good to see you. I think it's brilliant, man. Emptied so many bank accounts as well, right? Speak for yourself. I have so many games I could play. Ah, Malky. But would you be having the crack? Well, you probably would. There's nothing wrong with Murder, She Wrote. I didn't say there was. Xbox already has fewer setting options. In places, yeah. Look at so many ideas. Ideas are like opinions, you know? Opinions are like, well, you know what they are. Everyone has one, and they stink. Looking forward to Expo. Yes, Patrick. I can't wait, dude. Angela Lansbury was the murderer. I reckon so, Mr. Chippy. I mean, it would make total sense. Microsoft Flight Sim 2000 was my first foray into the hobby, says Patrick. My cousin at the time, a 14-year-old computer wizard who used to custom build PCs for folks, including me. So I got to go to his house and we would sit side by side, each on our own PC, flight simming together. It was great crack. But guess what he does now for a living? A 30-something senior captain flying a 777 for Emirates. No way, Patrick. That's nuts. My first flight sim was Flight Unlimited 2. Then I got Flight Sim 95. My uncle had what was the old one? It was the wired frame one. I remember that when I was I was a child, but I do remember the wireframe screen. I remember it. It was on the same computer like I had Pong, you know, boop, boop, boop. Right? I'm not sure I like the dismissal of the TV murder mystery. I was partial to diagnostic murder myself. Was that Dick Van Dyke in that one, was it? Alright, watch the speed. Lower the gear. Watch the prop. Prop going full. We're in the wide arc. Notch flaps. Your first flight sim was 98. You got hard in on Flight Sim 2000, the classic Concorde cover. Yes. My favourite was Quincy ME, or Quincy Me. Do you think going from a 4070 to a 5080 is a big difference? I'm getting frustrated with the sim maxing out my card and performance. Can be terrible sometimes. Red Bull, a 4070 Ti going up to a 5080. I would advise against it for now. And the only reason it, well, okay, short answer is you're going to get better performance. But is it good value? Not really. Your first flight sim was Flight Sim 2004. Nice. I did skins, AVCADs and schedules for 2002, 2004. No way! Right, easy now, Murph. Approaching.
Dreamy, sleepy, nighty,
Jesus,
snoozy,
filthy!
snooze.
Scared the crap out of me! Approaching. 0, 2. Trim this devil up now because it'll want to absolutely drop out of hell when you kill the power. Easy. Easy. Alrighty then. Power out. Hold the nose. Let her sink in. Long landing. There we go, there's a bounce. Into beta. Ooh, a little bit heavy on the nose. Out of beta. Easy now. Always trim up before you land this thing. Wait until the 5080 has more VRAM. My first flight sim was an Amstrad PSW with a green vector graphics, right? Nuts. Sublogic. Yes, Heisenberg. That's the one. It was Sublogic. Like, I can tell you, right? The performance I'm getting from a 5090 is good. It's very good. I'm getting about a roughly 25% increase. 20 to 25% increase versus a 4090. The sim is not utilising anything when it comes to the VRAM. Malky Mac had a CTD approach in the field. Oh dear. 2 stops left. We're almost there, lads. Yeah, like, the cards are so expensive right now. I still think we're going to see changes in the next 2 years. And what I mean by changes is, I reckon NVIDIA are going to pop out their new CPU. I think those AI cards are going to be able to do a lot more. The 5090 is the first time they've really kind of tried this. And there is an increase. I think the 6000 cards, whenever they come out. And like, here's the thing. This is the reality. The 4090 cards were so popular because they gave such an increase. Supply and demand was shagged. Demand was just, it drove the prices up. You couldn't get 4090s anywhere. So what happened? Scalping and all this jazz went on. And then NVIDIA spent a lot of time manufacturing cards. They filled warehouses with these 4090s. That's why we didn't see the 50 series last year, because they had too many 4090s to sell. But I think the life of the 5090 is going to be much shorter than the 4090 because they're not as popular. People are waiting. That means they're going to start work on producing the 6th generation an awful lot faster. So instead of going from, like, 12 to 18 months or even 24 months, the 4090s reign supreme for 24 months, right? I would say we'll have a new NVIDIA graphics card in the next 12 months, and it'll be better suited to their new NVIDIA CPU. And I think that's going to change the absolute laws of physics. I think. And not only that, but if that NVIDIA CPU starts ending up in consoles, ooh. So whatever the next Xbox and PlayStation project and all these, they're going to be absolutely incredible. Yeah, it's ARM based, yeah. There's ARM and everything, you know that, but like, it doesn't matter if it's ARM based, the architecture is sound, but it's how they can utilize AI with that. You know what I mean? My main gripe is that they've totally left the budget conscious gamers behind. Yeah, they have. Okay, heading, power. Let's go flying. 2 more stops, lads, nearly there. They're a bit overpriced at the moment. If you're on a 3 Series card, I can tell you that... Put that nose down, Murph. You never reset your trim, you muppet. I can tell you, if you go from a 3rd gen card or a 3 Series card, like a 3080, to a 4090, there is a considerable performance boost. Considerable, right? Oopsie daisy. If you're going from a 40 series to a 50 series, not so much. Little bit. There is a performance. Of course, it's a better card. And I would say give the 5090 another 3 or 4 months. Those drivers, that's when they're going to start really dialing them in. Really dialing them in. And then I think the 5090s will start reigning supreme. But for the moment, not so much. Chewbacca's here. Good to see you. Still waiting on a 1080. Listen, the 1080 was a great... I had a 1080. Wasn't... Well, it was. It was great back in the day. I had a 1080. Was it a TI? X-Plane 11 never looked so good in it. The 1080 was a great card, right? That's what you have. But that's all you need. Do you have fast internet? Becca, if you have fast internet, well then you don't need a fancy graphics card at all. Not at all. That's all fake news and hype. We need the cards though, because, it's perfect for Minecraft. But here's the thing. Okay, Minecraft, we can't say Minecraft because it's heavily optimized, but like, there's not a lot going on. The LOD is great. I think I think a lot of work has to be done on optimization for every game, especially the flight sims, you know? Andrew still uses the 1080. What? Sims 4. Do you remember the Sims? I played the Sims 3 to death years ago. Doing out the house and all the wall panels and furniture, and then making it extremely difficult to reach the bathroom. You used to have the crack. You used to have the crack with that. You make life terrible. Where'd you put the bathroom? It's behind 2 closets. They can't get into it. Brilliant. Team Hospital 2. Ah, Team Hospital. Sim City as well. I can't tell you how many hours were spent playing. So there was another game that came out that was like Team Hospital. There was like a cartoon version of it, which was fun. But was it Project Hospital? It was very realistic. Do you remember the old Max's games, though? They used to be brilliant. Yeah, 2 Point Hospital. That's the new one. Yeah. Yeah, it's nuts. I lost years of my life in Transport Tycoon, right? Do you remember Sim City? Do you remember... Now, here's one. Do you remember Sim Farm? Anyone remember Sim Farm? Now, that, my friends, that was a game. Hang on a second. Why isn't this gadget working? Where is this now? Ah, yes. That's Sim Farm. Ah, man. That's all they played. Quick, I need to plant some crops. Quick, I need to harvest them. I need to pasteurize them. No, I need to pesticide them. Never played Combat Flight Sim? Yes, Kieran Isle, absolutely. Sim Golf was another one. Yeah. Team Hospital was good, I remember that. And the Sims, of course, the Sims. The secret to Sim Farm back in the day was strawberries and horses. They'd make you a friggin' fortune. You know. Right now? Oh, hang on. Now, here's one for you. Just remember this one. Here's more cowbell. Hang on now, where is this one? You don't own Microsoft Flight Sim. Don't tell Matt. Shh. Matt can never know. Becca secretly uses Flight Sim every evening. Right? Just don't tell Matt, it's grand. No, I don't use it at all. Wait now. Is that... Yes! Ooh. Prince of Persia, remember that? Team Hospital, man. So good back then, and like this is only like the late 90s, right? Ah, PlayStation, yes. Games like Wipeout and what was your man's name? Not Taz, the other fella. What was his name? Crash Bandicoot. Crash Bandicoot. So like we got 1 year at Christmas. Myself and my brother, we got our own PlayStation each, right? And it came with What did it come with? It came with Medal of Honor, the original. It came with Tomb Raider 2, right? And LMA Manager or something. Or FIFA, or one of those, right? And then F1 97 or something, if I can remember right. The amount of time I spent in friggin' Tomb Raider 2, do you know how long it took me to get out of the first level with the tigers? Didn't realise that all you had to do was climb out the friggin' cave. This is a crap game. And then I got out of it, and man alive, did that game get good. Venice and, oh, what a game. Tomb Raider 2 was awesome. Yeah, Wipeout. Wipeout, and that's why, what's that game now? What's that car game now? They're all driving around. What's it called? Oh, Time Crisis. Remember Time Crisis? No, not Forza. What's the one? Zorba? Never heard of Zorba. Rocket League. That's why Rocket League is so popular. That was Wipeout, man. Okay, grand. Wipeout was a bit kind of mad. But that's what it was. Yeah, like GTA and The Crew and... Yeah, all of the, like these are... Leisure Suite, Larry. All of these, they're more modern takes on them. You know what I mean? But I think like the OG, the original stuff, the games, like Tomb Raider 2, definitely... You know, the earlier FIFA games, they were rubbish, but they were fun. The original Formula 1 games with Murray Walker, come on! They were brilliant! Then there was this great tennis game. Right? Time Crisis, yes, everyone went out and bought the friggin' SOCOM. Destruction Derby was another one. What was the other one? The racing one? Was it Tosca Racing or Toga Racing? Do you remember that? Oh, Duke Nukem. Now you're threatening. What's this from Scott?
Find highly rated products at prices you'll love.
Shag off ads. Away with your ads. Scott, what is this? Right? That's a great bit of music, isn't it? Project Gotham Racing, that was good. That was good. Tomb Raider 1, Lara Croft, the reason for your first marriage failed. Oh, Jesus. Toker touring cars, that's the one, yes. Resident Evil, oh, yes. Wait, stand back from that door. Chris Redfield, Jill Valentine, Resident Evil. They were brilliant games. Back then, you could hire a game from like, you know, Blockbuster or, you know, Extravision or whatever. And you go in on a Friday. What is the noise? Who's in that? Airwolf, you sound lovely. You used to rent it like on a Friday night and not sleep the whole weekend, and then the game had to go back Sunday. And you still didn't clear it. Do you remember that? Duke Nukem, yeah. Duke Nukem's brilliant. And Doom, do you remember Doom? Where's this now? Where's this? Oh, Jesus. You know what I mean? Solid Snake. And that's only one of them. Where was the other one? This was such a great game. This was such a great game. Oh, brilliant. Where is it now? All right. Duke Nukem was brilliant. You weren't allowed to play it for obvious reasons, you know what I mean? And like Resident Evils, they didn't do a good enough job in the movies. They weren't bad or nothing, but like, you know what I mean? Resident Evil 2 was my favourite. That was awesome. Toe Jam and Earl, really? Don't think it ever returned anything on time. No. The movies were good, but not amazing. Yeah, they forgot something. You know what I mean? It was missing something. I gotta say, right, the best TV or movie adaptation from a video game thus far has been The Last of Us. I think they nailed it. You know. Golden Axe, I remember that. It's like Prince of Persia, and like, remember the Turtles had a, the Turtles had an old game. You couldn't get into it. Did you play the video game? Or did you watch the video game? It's so good. Oh, Fallout as well, actually, yeah. Oh, Command and Conquer, yes! Building. Unable to comply. Building in progress. Insufficient funds. Oh, no! Oh, Command and Conquer was awesome. Last of Us Part, yeah, but that's coming out soon now. Yeah. What's Stu saying? Me, Cyrus, and Muse. Oh wait, you were playing a barrel load of games last night, Stu, weren't you? You're playing retro games. Nice, man. Ace Combat, yes. Cheesy cutscenes for Red Alert, yes. StarCraft. Crank up the PS1. I have a PS1 out in the shed. So many Build senior team members have pulled out of Expo due to flight issues due to current climate. Where are you reading that, Stu? Oh yeah, Jesus, that's big news. It's roasting hot. Well, I don't think it's, yeah, well, roasting, they're not necessarily talking about temperature, I'm sure. I used to play a game called Populous, but not many people seem to remember it. It was a great game. Populous. That wasn't like a Roman game, Becca, was it? Populous. Populous PC game. Jades, that's going back. I think I've seen something like it. Love playing. Have you played City Skylines yet? Anyone played Desert Strike? Far Cry was awesome. Far Cry 3 was awesome. I enjoyed that. Yeah, Populous, I remember it. Yeah, a Commodore game. I remember it. Ah, no way. Someone made a Lego model of it. Yeah, it's to get cool over the weekends, Arj. Yeah. Bring on the Plague. Wii Sports is a classic. Everyone started doing Wii Sports the same thing. You know, getting changed into your workout clothes. Shorts. Singlet. And you make all the sounds playing tennis. Ooh. Ah. And then a week later, you're sitting on the couch eating burgers, wrist movements, playing Wii. Right. Michael McIntyre got it right. We've all done it. We've all been there. You know? Like, there's games, I haven't played other games in a long time, right? Since I got into flight simming. Pandemonium, another great game, only had the demo. Do you remember they used to do the demos? And if you were lucky, you might get them in a magazine, like the gaming magazines for PlayStation. Try the demo. Yes! Remember them days? You couldn't, like, download the stuff in the newspaper and things. It's gas, right? The generation before us, well, in our day, we had to walk to school barefoot. Well, in our day, we had to get demos from newspapers. What? Right? Brilliant. Ah, that's fantastic. And do you remember the manuals that used to come with games? They were brilliant. You'd spend all night reading up. Oh, that's how you do that, you know. Only other games I play now is Sniper Elite and Go Sniper. Ooh. The good old walkthrough books. Yeah, you'd have to, like, save up for like 20 bucks and get, like, the complete guide. Road Rage. That was awesome. In our day, we had to type the games in, right? Silent Hunter 4. I remember the old Atari mags, and I have an Atari 520 around here somewhere. I have a Commodore, I've just an Amiga, right? Metal Gear Solid was a great game. Yeah. Enter the word on page 86, paragraph 3, word 6 to unlock the game. Yeah. We had manuals to read when going to the toilet. Now we got phones, right? I'm trying to, like, games I've played recently. City Skylines is always a great game just to get your mind off things, I think. You just build cities, right? Haven't played it in a while, though. I'm really liking the trucking. And Flight Sim, of course. But I rarely go near any of those unless I'm streaming, right? I did Red Dead Redemption 2 and Red Dead Redemption 1. I've played through those. Grand Theft Autos, of course. Tomb Raiders, yes. So many games. U-Boat was pretty cool. I enjoyed that. But I haven't played it in so long. First computer was a Spectrum. No way, man. That's awesome. Remember we had to buy the strategy guides? Yes. There was a typing game I used to play back in the day. I'm sure it began with Z maybe on the old PC. Was that the one like, you know, open gate? You don't have a key. Oh. Walk left, 20 paces. Yeah, I remember those. They weren't even on the 3.5-inch floppy. They were on the big freaking huge. Remember those? Nuts. Nigel Mansell Racing, yeah, that was good. Or have you heard of Wolfpack? Wolfpack as in the add-on, the mod for Silent Hunter, no? Some of the old retro games are friggin' awesome. Look at us at our 5,000 feet, look. Oh, lads, look at the formation here. Beautiful. 5 1/4. Yeah, they're the ones. You need to find it so you can play it. There's emulators online. It's like Bamboozle. You can get Bamboozle on the internet now. Do you remember Bamboozle? Teletext, channel, whatever it was. Your first computer, BBC model, 32 bits of RAM. Nice. I used to write stories on the PC and save them to all floppy disks. No way. That's crazy when you think about. We've had it so difficult and challenging. Bamboozler, yeah. It was a big squared-headed idiot, according to my old flatmate. Yeah. Brilliant. I go back to punch cards. First computer I used in school was a BBC Micro, and I had one acorn so we could use, or we thought our luck was in when we got to use the acorn over the BBC Micro. Binary cards. Oh wow, right, Jesus. Dataset. Your Commodore 64 was called Dataset? Like, we had everything through the years from, you know, Sega Mega Drive, SNES, got the Saturn at once. I had a Dreamcast. My brother had a Dreamcast. There was Combat Flight Simulators, yes, I had all of those. The last one, of course, Combat Flight Sim 3. That was pretty good. First computer was an Apple IIe, says Kieran. What? I remember my Pentium 1. I did half an update on dial-up. Jesus. Tied up the phone for 8 hours. So how I learned computers, it's funny. Our first computer, it came from Gateway back in the day in Ireland. Dell bought them. So it was a Packard Bell from Gateway, you know. Windows 95. Probably, you know, 64 megabytes of RAM, probably, right? Anyway, I knew nothing of computers when we had this. I don't know, how old was I back then? 10, right? And I don't know why I did it. I don't know what urged me on. There was no internet back then. And I was like, yeah, this doesn't make sense. Look at all the space that these folders are taking up. Why does Windows need all of these folders? It's using so much space. So I deleted half of the files inside of Windows. And Windows 95 didn't warn you that you were deleting important stuff. Yeah, you just delete away, no problem. So I shagged it, deleted all the files, right? I was like, that computer's broken. And his exact words were, you broke it, you fixed it. And at the time, I was living in Baldonnel at the time. It is an Air Corps base, right? The Irish Air Corps. And I remember going up to camp one day, up to the techies, where they had all, like, you know, aviation technological stuff, which was cool. And I was like, hello lads, you'll never guess what I did now, but does anyone know how I can fix this? And the lad showed me how to do it. Okay, this is how this works, this is how that works, this is... Oh, okay. I went home, I got everything working except for the sounds. And back then, the drivers, the operating system, everything, it was all on, like, discs. Put in that floppy disk. It'd be loading for about 3 weeks. And I don't know what it was. I used to flight sim with no sound for about 3 months. I used to flight, there was no sound on me flight sim. I'd be sitting there, right? I was very sad, very sad. But, I don't know, one day I said, oh wait, what does that button do? And then I fixed it. That's how I started off in all of this. Make your own sounds, way more fun. I used to get in trouble. RPC used to be at the end of the hallway. And I'd be up late. What are you doing? I'm flying very important missions. Woohoo! Myself.
Hello there.
Hello there. Swap, good to see you. Breaking stuff since 95. Yeah. And that, boys and girls, is why Murphy talks to himself. I'm a great listener, though, you know. All sound engineers and audio people start off somewhere. 100%. 100%. But yeah. Of course, I had to be born a decade late. Patrick, you missed out on all the crack. Telling you. Alright, power coming down. This is our second last stop of the night, folks. Welcome to Crete. It is only gorgeous. Again, we got a ton of runways here. Let's start dropping off the speed. Oh, I forgot to tell... Sorry, lads. Yeah, Sorry. Murphy immediately pulled the power and dive. The sound back then was white noise of 40 to 80%. Yeah. Like bass players, most sound engineers are a little flaky. It's mad when you think about it. But like some of the retro games, like they still hold up. You can still get enjoyment out of them, you know. It's just mad. But the Tomb Raider games, Tomb Raider 1, Tomb Raider 2, and I think Tomb Raider 2 to me was the best one. That was the most enjoyable one. I thought that was freaking awesome. Energizer. Oi! There was another one as well.
Hello there.
I was never into like the Final Fantasy games. I know Ali's big into them, never did them. Happy Gilmore, good to see it. There was another one, it was like a puzzle game. Like a murder mystery or something. And the background was always kind of full and your character would walk around on the screen and like it was a proper roleplay game, right? And you had to kind of solve crimes or solve mysteries. That's an old game now. They were better at drawing curved polygons in Tomb Raider 2. No, I don't think it was Myst. No, there was a franchise about it. Secret something, I think. Was it Professor something? No, it was Secret something or Mystery something, I think. Siberia, no. I'm trying to remember the game. Like it was like a 2D platform game and your character walked across the screen and it was done realistically, right? But you were there to solve mysteries. It was all about mysteries. Oh wait, Broken Sword! Yes! It was Broken... Wasn't it Broken Sword? I think it was Broken Sword. Yeah, I think it was Broken Sword. Right, landing gear. Let's be having it. I think it was Broken Sword. Yeah, it sounds like Broken... Look at you lot in your Broken Sword. It wasn't Leisure Suit Larry. Or Leisure Suite Larry. Professor Layton on the Nintendo DS. Oh, now, the Nintendo DS had a couple of nice games in it. Mrs. Two-Tone, she was mad on Animal Crossing. Oh my god, she loved that game on the Nintendo DS. And she's not a gamer at all. Like, far from it. Mrs. Two-Tone, she's not a gamer. At all. But she loved that game. Your Mrs. Love Professor Layton games. Yeah. Leisure Suite Larry. Jesus. Easy now. The games that have got me into more trouble when I was in school was Civilization from Sid Meier. Just one more turn. Listen, I'm about to invade. I need my armies fully prepped. I can't go to bed yet. I need to wait 3 more turns and then I'll have enough resources to build a bomb. Right? Easy now. Hold the nose. Bleed the speed. We're floating back float face, but that's quite okay. Gently to the ground. Oh Jesus, we're floating properly here. Get down, you devil. Touchdown. Watch the nose. Intubate it. She's freaking out. It's properly freaking out. Right, we're okay now. Is it not a sin to have a G1000 and an Albatross? Playing geek? No, man. This is a G111. This was an Albatross back in the day, but the lovely people at, you know, that name of a company have completely updated it into now a flying luxury yacht. It's gorgeous. Obviously, Becca, good luck. You're going to Providence? Or is Matt going Johnny solo? We'll meet you over there. Best way to learn is do 100%. 100%. Buck Rogers on the Mega Drive. Don't know how many times I turned it off and the sun came up. Oh yeah. Space Invaders. I got interesting computers at work. No worries, you take care. The Chewbacca. The oh man, I can't wait for Expo. Jesus. Right, we're going to be there. We're going to be landing. Wait, what time is it in Boston right now? It's 3 o'clock or something, is it? We're going to be landing in 48 hours. Ooh, yeah. Anyone old enough to have played Granny's Garden? I played it at school, Mr. Chippy, yes. It's 5:47, is it? It's almost 6 p.m. Oh no, should we be... Are we be in Providence at this time, so? Right, we're going to taxi down this runway. We're going to call it a taxiway. Still have a bunch of old games, but nothing old enough to run on them. Yeah. My Apple PC is still in the attic, featured James Bond movie. No way! Right, lads, our very last hop. It's only 50 miles from here. I have really, really enjoyed flying this plane. Hasn't the scenery been incredible, though? It's been absolutely stunning the whole way. We started off at Zagreb and like we're almost there now at Heraklion. Unbelievable. I must actually have a look at the old Steam library to see what's installed. Well, I've very little installed, but see what games are there. Easy now. Do you remember G-Police? That was another cracker. An excretion? Ooh, nice. Alright. Set ourselves up for takeoff. Nothing to see here now. Oh, yes, nothing to see here. Oh, lovely. Yeah. Right, grand. G-Police and Colony Wars. Yeah. G-Police is pretty cool. There was a game on the BBC where you played as Hitler and headbutted falling bombs. You used to play it in the local library. What? Really? Jesus. Right. The final hurrah of our G111. How we fix our fuel? Alright, sports fans. Heading mode set. One notch of flaps. You found it was called Nutter. No way. Warzone. Oh, remember that one's it. Yeah. Warzone 2100. That was good. Jesus. Right, let's go flying. Takeoff power set. TSR, terminate and stay resident. We can play Space Invaders on the school PC during the lessons. Just hit escape for go back to background. Deadly. There's 90 knots. Yepsy daisy. Alright. Gear up. Flaps in. Monkey Island. Figuring out the best insults for trailing and combo. For the spitting con. Do you remember? They made a Beavis and Butthead video game as well. Pretty cool. It's a proper Beavis and Butthead game. It's brilliant. Well, it was crap, but it was fun. Alright. Heading mount. Altitude, hold. Lock it in. Power back a smidgen. Do you remember Alienate? Yes, yes, yes. Do you remember Beavis and Butthead? They were brilliant. Hey, Beavis. Check it out. Pretty cool. Ah, they were brilliant. Old Beavis and Butthead. Great bunch of lads, huh? Hey, Bill, check it out. Fire, fire. I am Cornholio. Man alive, where did the childhood go, you know? What was the other one called? You had Beavis and Butthead, and then they used to do like the celebrity deathmatch thing. Do you remember? Used to be absolutely mad, lads. Right, lads, we're on our final spin. Heraklion, here we come. Or Irakloin. I don't know, how do you pronounce it? Hours on land playing Quake. Do you know, I never played Quake. Do you remember Viking Child Scrappy Yard Dog? No. This has been an epic trip, lads, hasn't it? What a great little mini-series. It's been a lot of fun. Very similar to the DC6 run we did, the Aleutian Islands. This one, from the Adriatic down to the Mediterranean. Superb. So yeah, there will be more Monday night adventures, of course. I kind of enjoyed this purely, this one on the DC-6 because we focus on the aircraft, and it's just fun learning an aircraft. You know what I mean? We will do more. There's going to be more of these kind of start here, work all the way down to another place. I have a lot of historic stuff to do as well. There's loads, lads. Loads. Yeah, we'll do one on the Starship. 100%. There's one project I'm working on, and I'm just waiting on the scenery to be finished. But it's all about the Gemini, Mercury, and Apollo. So there'll be a bit of like, well, I say that it'll include flights in and around those areas, but it's basically on the space race. So they'll be flying with they'll be flying in Russia, they'll be flying in the United States, right? I'm just waiting on certain scenery files to become available. MV, you take care. Not at all. My pleasure. If our streams can provide just a little escape from the friggin' drama in the world, we've done our job. It's a place we all hang out and just not worry about things. Where was the where was this thing I used to have? Where is this now? It's over here. Man, we have more. Let's have a look. So we're going to be doing the we're going to be doing Hadrian's Wall, right? That's one of them. I'll list out a few of them. Let me know what you think. So Hadrian's Wall. You know the way we've done, like, you know, River Run and Coffee Run and all of this? One of them is going to be on bridges. Marco Polo, the Mongolian Empire, that's all Genghis Khan stuff, right? The Ottoman Trail, Arctic Explorer, what else? The King's Highway, thinking of doing. I still need to do the Ice Pilots flight, which is going to take us from the Northwest Territories to Turkey. If anyone watched Ice Pilots. Anyone hear the word about Pan Am as well? Pan Am are coming back? Anyone hear that about Pan Am? Classic airline Pan Am returns to the skies with a special 12-day transatlantic journey. The operators want to give passengers the opportunity to relive the golden age of travel with Pan Am. It was 60,000 quid to go on the flight. Terrain ahead. Giant causeway. Yeah, it's mad, old veteran, isn't it? Keen laughing us here. Good to see you, Keen. Visualize, welcome aboard. I've also looked into the Trans-Siberian Express, right? I have another heli series. We have another jet series. Space race is the one I was looking at. Famous racetracks, which is loads like. I have worked on one. I don't know what aircraft to do this in. I think it's going to be the Starship, but it's going to be so you know the way we've done, you know, wonders of the world, natural wonders of the world, ancient wonders of the world. There's another one I'm working on, and it's based on landmarks of the world. It's a series. We're going to the moon, yes. Hang on now. Wrong button. Gibbo, here's your music. Yup. You didn't miss anything. We were waiting for you. Yeah, baby. Yeah, so the Landmark series, I've actually recorded some of that footage already. Bit of power coming in here. Autopilot off, let's go up the hill. In the shape of Leitrim. Jazz, Master Jazz, good to see you. The Oregon Trail, yeah, I'll look into that one as well. Arctic Circle, yeah, good idea. How have I not heard this song in years? The tunage, man. Gibbo, we're going to America. Mike says, Murph, thanks for taking my bird out for a lovely long trip. She's been a long labour of love. I picked up a lot of useful user experience from your streams. Got to pick up my kids shortly, so happy flying. Mike, thank you so very, very much indeed. What an awesome airplane, mate. You're putting a lot of smiles on a lot of faces, that's for sure. Speak to you soon. Gene, come over to Twitch. We left the door open, Gene. Just ramble in for a minute. Wait, what? We're going somewhere. Can't wait, man. Oh, look at the state. I like that song. Oh, look at the mountains here, look. Jesus. Isn't it only gorgeous, isn't it? Moving on up from Primal Scream. Awesome. Look at this. Jake, come on over to the dark side. Come to Twitch. Look at the thermals blowing us up from the mountains. Man, that looks so good, doesn't it? Ooh. Doesn't that look absolutely gorgeous? Take a bow, Microsoft Flight Sim. Look at the state of you.
Hello there.
Jake Mitchell, welcome aboard. A complete unknown. Is that a recent one, Gibbo? Oh man, look at this. Absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? Now I am Darth Jake because I've joined the dark side. Give yourself to the dark side. It's only just out. That's your plane movie. So, oh, jeez, I need to put stuff in my phone, Gibbo. Absolutely brilliant stuff. Which now? Calm it down now for a second. Calm it down. Welcome to where it all happens. This is where it happens. Things happen here. You know, we don't know why, but they just do. Do max 0.32. The Albatross. Brilliant. I mean, you know. Look at the friggin' scenery. Newfoundland, good to see you. Welcome aboard. Lads, did I mention now we're going to Flight Sim Expo day after tomorrow? Ah, brilliant. Come here, are they making a new 28 days or something later? Kieran Niall, thank you very much for the super chat, buddy. What a legend. Martin K has the right idea. Look at him following that road. Jesus, look at the scenery here. It's very good. Scenery is awesome here. Never Going Home is the name of this one, Keen. Was tied up but not in a good way. Jesus. Oh man alive. This is some of the finest scenery I've seen, man. This is absolutely gorgeous. Isn't it incredible? It's stunning. This URL, good to see you, buddy. Looking forward to saying hi this weekend. Yes, sir. Not long now. There's a Murphy's, well, it's called Murphy's Pub. It's just across the road from the expo. Oh, there will be pints. Oh, for the love of all, there will be pints. Is this Sim Update 3? Negative. No, this is Sim Update 2. It's a bajillion degrees today and tomorrow here. Good, you're missing it. Yeah, I've heard. Come here, 404. I was debating whether or not I should bring trousers. I'm a shorts kind of guy, you know what I mean? But like for going out and stuff, do they expect you to wear like jeans and shoes or like boots? I mean, I own a jeans and a boot. Well, I have two boots. I have a pair of boots. You know, Jesus, that ended abruptly. I'd recommend trousers. Alright. That settles out. Trousers for the win. Man, what an epic journey this has been. Points for scientific research. Yeah, it says. You better believe it. Jesus, Crete's a huge island, isn't it? Look at that sun coming down, man. That's absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous. You gotta love the scenery, look. Black Sheep Gene. 21 to 24 this weekend. That's cooler than normal here. Whatever you're comfortable with, though. I'll bring the jeans just in case, you know. Summer in America requires trousers. The air conditioning can be brutally cold. Good call. Man, the views are lovely here, aren't they? Old veteran, you take care, buddy. We'll see you soon, Scott. Jesus, I can't wait. We get in on Wednesday, and we book out Monday. Should I join this group tour? Jake, well, we're actually just finished this one, but we'll be starting a new Monday night series soon, and you're more than welcome to join us, man. You're more than welcome. Jeans and Crocs. Ah, look at this. This is only superb looking. As we circle around the airport, this is a shared military and civilian airport. It is, Keen. It is. It's absolutely friggin' gorgeous, man. Beautiful. Flipper Ally, good to see you.
Hello there.
Welcome in, Tekken. Thank you very much indeed for the follow. They make you sing this song on the plane before you land. You're not getting off until you sing the song. What a way to go, lads. And the tunes as well. The excitement is real. Out to the States we go. We're leaving on Wednesday. Flights from Shannon over to Boston. And then it's a drive down to Providence. I can't wait. Any chance I get to go to the States. I love it, man. It's just awesome. It's freaking awesome. But lads, what a flight. What an adventure. What a way to end this series. It's been a lot of fun, this one. Beautiful airplane. The G-111, based of course on the Albatross. 'Tis gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Right? Absolutely brilliant. This flight, you know, this whole series, lads, from start to finish, it's just been incredible. It's some of the best scenery in the sim, and like, you know, it's not far. Like it's Greece, right? Okay, well, we ended up in Greece. But getting to fly this with you lads, it's so special. I live for this. The group flights, we all get to explore places together. And here's the airport. It is a shared military and civilian airport. So we've everyone located here, look. Absolutely brilliant, isn't it? Isn't it only fantastic, lads? Buttons here now. Let's have a look. This will work. Will it? Yeah. Oh, yes. So we will be back on tomorrow, lads. We're back live tomorrow morning at some stage. Daytime streaming. Bit of messing around. And we'll finish up then tomorrow. And our next broadcast after tomorrow will be live somewhere in America, the United States. Can't wait. It's going to be brilliant. The excitement levels. I need to buy some Tums, you know, for the heartburn. It's important, right? Very important. The G-111 Grand Tour from the Adriatic all the way down. This was some friggin' trip, wasn't it? Where is it now? It's only been for like 4 weeks though, right? We have travelled 860 nautical miles. That was the route. And I have to say, that was a lot of fun, right? Many stops. We've learned this airplane. We figured out what it likes and what it doesn't like. We've done landings on water, landings on runways. It was definitely a lot of fun. And we saw some absolutely stunning scenery. Gorgeous scenery. Dubrovnik, one of the highlights. Tivat, absolutely incredible. Corfu was awesome. And then our final stop down here on Crete. Oh, 100% Super Thai. You could absolutely one-shot it. Just class, man. Just class. All right. Come to SoCal. I'll buy you a pint. Brian, 100%. I haven't been anywhere out the west. I need to go to the west. I've been on the East Coast. The furthest west I've been was Vegas. That's the furthest west I got. I've been to Vegas. I've been to Houston. I've been to New York. I've been to New Jersey. And I've been to Arizona. Never going to Boston. Looking forward to it, man. I can't wait. So, yeah. Yeah, the Albatross, it's been a lovely, lovely aircraft to fly. Again, Mike was in the chat with us. Just incredible. You know, having a developer of an aircraft here, seeing folks enjoying it, getting the feedback, you gotta love that, man. You gotta love it. So, right, look at that for a sunset as well, man. That's absolutely stunning. So, that's going to do us for tonight. We're back tomorrow morning at some stage, lads. I want to say a massive thank you for all the support tonight, as per usual. Absolutely insane. All the likes, the follows. Welcome in to all our new folks. You'll catch us over on Discord, ! Discord is where we hang about on the live stream, or when we're not on a live stream, rather. And yeah, we will be back tomorrow. And sometime there in the morning, and we'll see what the crack is. So, from me to you, thank you so much indeed. We're going to the Americas. Oh, it'll be brilliant. And I have to bring trousers. Yes, very important. Very important. We'll bring trousers. So, right, we'll see you all tomorrow. And thank you so much for tuning in. Take care.
That's a big 10-4, good buddy.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh no, oh god, oh dear. It's like a friggin' Olympic somersault. What was that, Dwayne? Brilliant. Wait. No something thing. Oh no, Nighthawk!
Jeez, you shouldn't. You shouldn't be.
Do you need a hand?
No, I don't need it. Do I need a hand?
It's heavy, yeah. Jesus, Murph! What have you done?
Oh no, oh god, oh dear! It's like a friggin' Olympic somersault! What was that, Dwayne? Brilliant! Wait! No Poxem is in the SG 30-something thing! Oh no, Nighthawk! Into beta, reversers, flaps in. Get out of beta. Get out of the beta. Ah! That's weird, the throttle doesn't move.